Transformation. ServPro's construction program brings both vision and precision. From that very first hammer strike to the final touch of paint, our dedication remains unwavering. It's not just about remodeling, it's about legacy. In Minot and Bismarck, ServPro is your partner in transformation. We don't just build back, we elevate every space.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by PSP Network. It's game day.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
To the future of Mandan Braves.
Well, the term "a chill is in the air" is commonly used when it comes to football. Well, tonight the fans are blowing, the sauna's on, and it's going to be a hot one for opening night of high school football across the state of North Dakota. And glad to have you aboard on the PSP Network in our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Valvoline Instant Oil Change with locations in Mandan and Bismarck. Find us online at VIOC.com. Todd Domres, Scott Woodmansee, Johnny Haugen, new members of the broadcast crew. It's a new season, 2024, and we're ready for high school football across the state, and it should be a fun one tonight. Fargo, Shanley, and Mandan to do battle. The only contest here in the Bismarck-Mandan area. TD, as we said, the heat, the wind has made the little less cool, but nonetheless, it's going to be warm down on that turf, and the wind is blowing here tonight.
Well, and this is preseason football, right? So the first thing that comes to mind is it's actually been kind of cool the last couple weeks, and all of a sudden you're going to get these big guys in the pads, in the jerseys, the lights of a Friday night, and it's going to be hot. And so they're going to have to hydrate. And I know one group specifically, the big fellas, the guys in the trenches are not going to appreciate the 89-degree temperatures and that southeast wind that is turning this baby into a bit of a sauna.
Well, if you're the Mandan Braves offensive lineman, you're looking over going, boy, I'll tell you what, I'm not so sure I wouldn't like to be the visiting team because I'm not going to wear a white jersey. I don't have to wear all black tonight. And so the Mandan Braves in all black in Fargo Shanley. Well, these two teams, their common theme from the end of last season, they both lost to the provincial state champion, Minot High, as Mandan lost in the quarterfinals, and then in a great AAA football championship game, Minot High beat them 38-35, but it's a new season, new faces, and we'll dive more into that as our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show rolls around. TD, it's start of football season, and with that comes the polls across the state of North Dakota. As you can see right there on the AAA side, Minot High and Fargo Shanley, no surprise there, 1-2. Cheyenne coming in at 3, Bismarck High and Davies at a tie for 4. Century, Mandan, Fargo North, and Legacy all receiving votes. Obviously, Fargo North new to the 3A side of things.
Yeah, and what strikes me there is, that's all the teams that were the quarterfinalists and the teams that were really good from a year ago. Obviously, every team has holes to fill, and so how quickly can you get those JV kids into the formation and start figuring out some of those holes of graduation left for your teams? But yeah, we know Minot's got a lot of pieces back, and so it's no surprise that they're number one. And Cheyenne and Jeremy Newton, they've built such a great program over in West Fargo. Bismarck High has a lot of guys back in the trenches, including a D1 guy in Jack Schaefer, the Diesel. And so they'll be very good. Davies, they play that smash mouth game, and so I think they'll be good again. Yeah, it's going to be a fun year of 3A football, and there's going to be a surprise team, though, because I don't see any team there that you look at and say is just going to run the table.
I was just going to say that. It's not like the last couple of years where you look at a team in Fargo Shanley that over the last 2 years, they're 21-3 over the last 2 years, where you'd come in last year and say, the proverbial favorite is Fargo Shanley. Well, this year, there isn't one. I mean, and everybody's kind of at the same level right now, but as you said, there's going to be a surprise somewhere in this poll right here. Who that will be, time will tell.
Well, as evidenced by the fact that, you got your top 5 there, but look how many teams are receiving votes. I mean, that's obviously early, you know what I mean? But it just kind of tells you the parity and the depth that we're probably going to see in 3A this year.
Well, glad to have you aboard on the PSP Network as we look forward to a fun one hitter tonight as Troy Mandan has brought his team out west, and they will get set to do battle with the Mandan Braves. Our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show rolls on with more after this timeout right here on the PSP Network.
Feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Welcome back to the Starion Sports Complex and our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Hey, timely service that won't slow you down. No appointment needed. Stay in your car drive-through. Oil change. It's Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Well, the Fargo Shanley Deacons, 1 year removed from the state championship, but making back-to-back appearances, TD, last year in what was probably classified as one of the more epic 3-8 state championship games in the state of that's been played in the state of North Dakota, as Minot High beats them 38-35, and that was a team, Todd, last year that let's just say was loaded last year. And now the Deacons come in with their 8th-year head coach, Troy Mattern, and I'm not so sure he even knows what he has.
Well, he has some good athletes.
He does.
We don't exactly know where they're all going to be playing, and I think that as the message that we got talking to the coaches prior to this was there's going to be some questions to be answered for Fargo Shanley, as you touched on it, Scott. I mean, we went back and looked at the games that we did for Shanley last year and looked at their game sheets and the lineups that they had, and it was all seniors pretty much. I mean, maybe one junior sprinkled in here and there, but this is a brand new cast of characters.
And those game sheets, excuse me, and those game sheets were loaded with stats.
Yeah. They were. I didn't run the exact numbers, but is it in the high 90 percentiles of what graduated as far as production offensively? And they were elite last year on offense, scoring almost 50 points a game, and they. That state championship game was epic. I mean, not very many people, other than our PSP colleagues that are Minot-based, they were the only ones that had the Magi in the state championship. Everybody else was on the Shanley Deacons.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
And then to have that game end the way that it did with Kellen Burke knocking through a game-winning field goal, I mean, like you said, that's a game for the ages right there. And I want to go back to Coach Mattern for a second. He's one of our favorites, and just going to talk to that guy before games and pre-games and everything else. He's a cool dude, ties to the Bismarck community with his brother being the head basketball coach at Century, and so. But Coach Mattern is top notch.
Yeah, he certainly is. And the one thing about Fargo Shanley this year that some folks may know and some folks may not know is last year after the I'm not sure exactly when it happened, but they have formed a co-op with Fargo Oak Grove. Fargo Oak Grove was playing in the independent side of things, and their numbers were not very good at Fargo Oak Grove, so they ventured into a co-op for a 4-year co-op with Fargo Shanley right now, and then they'll evaluate that year after that 4-year co-op. And talking with Coach Mattern, he's got a couple of those kids that came over that they're going to start for him, one on the offensive side and one on the defensive side.
Yeah, and that's just more of the questions that they have to answer, right? I mean, you got a couple Oak Grove kids mixed into this thing. You're going to have a guy like C.J. Johnson is the lone guy returning on that offensive line. He started as a sophomore last year in spot duty for the Deacons. Carson Busick is going to split staffs tonight with Jax Mattern. And so Busick was a wide receiver, a talented one last year for Shanley. And then Holden Deutsch is another kid you talked a little bit about last year. But Jake Kraft got some spot duty last year. But, man, after those 4 or 5 names that sprinkled into the lineup last year, this is all new territory for these kids that are going to be playing varsity football tonight for Shanley.
And folks out in the East, if you hear me call Carson Busick 2.0, well, that's what Coach told me, because he's just like his brother Cade. He said he's Cade 2.0, so he may get called 2.0 here tonight.
Well, that's pretty good, because his older brother only QB'd this team to a state championship back in 2018. So, yeah, now he's an assistant coach too, right?
That's exactly right. Well,
if they're that much alike, do you think you could slip the pads on Cade and just sneak him in there a little bit?
Well, who knows? You never know what Troy Mattern might try to do. But nonetheless, we'll find out. It should be a fun one here tonight as the Mandan youth football program is on the field, high-fiving the players as they walk off. As we come back, we'll take a look inside the Mandan Braves. Our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show rolls on with more after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
ServPro brings hope. With expertise in Minot and Bismarck, we don't just restore homes, we rebuild lives.
Brought to you by PSP Network. It's game day.
Yeah, welcome back to the Starion Sports Complex and our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Todd Domres, Scott Woodmansee with you. Glad to have you aboard here on the PSP Network. And, well, you certainly know it's football season when the marching bands get back in action. And as you can see right there, on some good camera work there by Johnny Haugen, Brent Borkus joining us crew tonight. Glad to have him aboard here tonight as well, as we got a full crew for you here at the Starion Sports Complex as folks enjoying this. A few Fargo Shanley folks made the trip out to the western half of the state, as well as high school football opening up across the state of North Dakota. As we can tell you in some other action going on tonight, all the Bismarck High schools are down in the Fargo area, as Bismarck High has traveled down to take on Fargo North. Century is down, taking on Davies. Legacy is taking on West Fargo. And Williston and West Fargo Cheyenne are doing battle in the Fargo-West Fargo area tonight. Well, Todd, we got a good inside look a little bit on the Fargo Shanley Deacons. And before we go to the Mandan Braves, you were talking during the break about that crew that was with Troy Madden the last couple of years. We didn't mention they just made an appearance in they won the state Legion baseball title here. They won the Central Plains regional title here. They didn't win the state, did they?
Post two, I think they did. Yeah. And then
they won the Central Plains regional, and then they played in the Legion World Series. Yep. But not to mention, as you said, very well stated, that crew of seniors last year did some damage in the Fargo-Moorhead area.
Yeah, when it comes to state championship, that Post 2 team was littered with Shanley guys. They won a state baseball title last spring, and that was a lot of those same seniors, the Sam Oshaks, the Myers, the Leiningers, and they just kept coming at you. And then they won a state hockey championship 2 years ago, and obviously won a football championship a couple years ago as well. So, I mean, that class goes out with a lot of hardware stacked up in the Shanley hallways on South 35th Street in Fargo there.
Well, we take a look inside the Mandan Braves, led by their 13th-year head coach and Todd Sheldon. And 4-6, they ended the season last year, lost to Minot 23-14 in the quarterfinals. But, Todd, I guess if you want to bring one person back, a good place to start is the guy that takes the snaps, and that's their all-state quarterback in Hudson Sheldon.
Yeah, you talk about all-staters. I mean, he's been a two-time basketball all-stater, football all-state last year, talented baseball player as well, did a lot of good things for the Mandan Braves. So, yeah, he's going to be the keynote guy. And of all the returners for both these teams, he's the one that stands out as a senior and a QB. You bring back a senior QB that's an all-stater, that's a pretty good place to start for head coach Todd Sheldon. And looking back at Mandan's season last year, Scott, I mean, they were 4-3 at one point in time, and they had a lot of close losses. I mean, it was one of those things where they went up to Minot a couple of times and played the Magi, the state champions, eventually tough 2 times in a row. But they found a way to lose games, right? And it was sometimes mistakes, sometimes turnovers, sometimes penalties. It wasn't from the fact that they were outclassed, right?
Agreed.
They were very physical. They're going to have to retool at offensive and defensive lines because they lost a ton of beef up front, and so that's going to be a key area where they're going to have to figure out soon. But they didn't get out physical at all last year. It was more of that other stuff. It was the pre-snap penalties, it was the penalties, it was the turnovers, it was the late game management, things like that just seemed to snake bit Mandan last year.
Well, and you talk about some of those guys, Hunter Corbin, first team All-State defensive line, second team as a junior, Wyatt Peel, first team All-State linebacker, Reston Medenwald, and it's not like you replace them, it's the next man up mentality, and who was the guy or guys that were number 2 or 3 on the depth chart behind those guys as sophomores or juniors that's going to be able to step into those roles this year for Todd Sheldon.
Yeah, and on the front lines, I mean, you got Austin Bay back. He was a starter last year on the defensive end position. You got Leighton Giggy back. You know, he was in the trenches and defensive tackle, part-time starter last year as a sophomore. Logan Renner returns with some offensive line experience. And so, yeah, then Tristan Ulmer is a guy that we have to talk about.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm telling you, when Hudson Sheldon got into trouble last year, he was looking for number 48. And he's like, it's kind of like when Kirk Cousins was like, okay, where's JJ? Where's 18 at? Hudson Sheldon, when he starts running around in the backfield like Kyler Murray, which he's going to do tonight, just get ready for it, folks. He is going to run around because he is hard to pin down, and he is explosive, and he can extend plays. And when he does it, he zeroes in on 4-8, and they hit a lot of deep stuff over the top last year to Sheldon to Tristan Ulmer.
Yeah, and he's energetic, and Troy Mattern, they know that they're going to be tested with Hudson Sheldon as we're about ready for the playing of our national anthem. Our Valvoline Oil Change pregame show rolls on. We come back, we'll take a look at our keys to the game. Shanley, Mandan coming up next right here on the PSP Network.
Who we are. We still offer the best product at the best price with the same people. For over 25 years, we've been your only choice for tires in the local area, providing all major brands under one roof at a fair price for your family's budget. Plus that excellent service after the sale with free rotations, free alignment check, free flat repairs with our exclusive Plus plan. That tradition continues today. Looking for tires you can trust? Choose us. Trusted Tire and Auto.
When it's time to choose your team, you want to pick the best.
I pick Carson Wentz. I pick Hunter Lipke.
Where'd you come from? I was in football, just like you.
Always choose people you know and trust for your team, like your community bankers at First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
I love working with people.
We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, PNC.
Well, a great rendition of the national anthem by the Mandan High School Marching Band. And on the PSP Network, as we do, we like to recognize and honor all of our servicemen and women. And thank you for first responders as well as what they've done for us to allow us to be here to bring you this contest here tonight. Well, Todd, we've got some, well, let's just say some keys to the game to look at. Brought to you by Northern Plains Heating and Air. And first up, the Mandan Braves. And, well, you and I both came up with the two-word phrase of protect Sheldon.
Yeah, they're going to have to we mentioned the lack of returnees in the trenches for Mandan, and so Hudson Sheldon can extend plays. But if he's having to do that on a snap-by-snap basis, that's not a good sign, because that means they haven't found anybody to really block it up front. So, yeah, protecting Hudson Sheldon this season and tonight is going to be a key for the Mandan Braves.
Yeah, that'll be a big one for big test up front for the boys in the black and white here. And then for Shanley, Todd, well, we came up with what we talked about a little bit about them was the new faces. And when we say new faces, I think along goes with that is varsity playing experience. And not that Mandan isn't in the same situation, but just what Shanley has done over the course of the last 2 years with the guys they've had, I find it as a bigger task for them to see what these new faces are all about.
Well, you mentioned Hunter Corbin, Wyatt Peel, and Medenwald, the All-Staters that Mandan lost. Listen to this. These guys aren't here anymore, folks. Carter Mitchell, first-team All-Stater. Luke Rogan, first-team All-Stater. Jordan Landinger, Senior Athlete of the Year, first-team All-Stater. Sam Oshak was just lightning in a bottle. Landon Meyer, another All-Stater. Perkarabich is another All-Stater. Caden Chrisman, a second-teamer. And Isaac Butler, a second-team All-Stater. And a lot of those guys are playing college football. Yeah, so you replace that many dudes, you're going to have some new faces out there tonight for Fargo Shanley.
Well, big thanks to Northern Plains Heating and Air for bringing you those keys to the game as we take a quick look at our upcoming PSP schedule for week 2. Next week, next Tuesday, WDA Soccer, Legacy at Minot North. And then next Friday, we'll have a football doubleheader. The West Fargo Cheyenne will be up in the Magic City to take on Minot, and Fargo North, the Spartans, will travel out to take on the Sabres. You can hear both of those right here on the PSP Network. As they introduce the starting lineups in the field.
Number 74, Nick Anderson.
Yeah, it'll be Mandan's offense and Shanley's
they
defense.
Will go like this. First of all, for Fargo Shanley, the defensive side, at right tackle will be C.J. Johnson, 6'1", 290, and a junior. The left tackle will be Nick Anderson, 6'1", 275, and a junior.
Number 58, Sean Cutbra.
At one end will be Sean.
Linebacker.
What did we have him? That was
Cutbra.
Cutbra. Yep, Cutbra. As we got to get that straightened out. And then the other end will be Holden Deutsch. He's 6'3", 230, and a senior. At one outside linebacker will be Gabe Dandurin. He's 5'10", 180, and a senior. At the other inside linebacker will be Foster Lord, 6'1", 210, and a senior. He's one of those young men from Fargo Oak Grove. At another linebacker will be Corbin Youngmark. He's 5'10", 205, and a sophomore. And at the other linebacker will be Carson Busick. He's 5'10", 180, and a senior. At one corner will be David Holcraft. He's 5'11", 165, and a senior. The other corner will be Kai Zabel, 6 foot, 155, and a sophomore. And the free safety will be Jake Kraft, 6'1", 175, and a junior. Their head coach in his 8th season is Troy Mattern.
A couple things about that Shanley unit right off the cuff here. Gabe Dandurin is back from an ACL injury last year. That's his first game back. And then Carson Busick. He's going to split time tonight at QB. He's also playing middle linebacker. You don't see that combination, or linebacker, outside linebacker. And Carson Wentz did that a little bit for the Century Patriots years ago.
I think the last guy that I saw do that is now playing offensive line for the Bengals, where he played center on the offensive side, and he turned around and played nose guard on the defensive side of the ball. That was in 9-man football, folks. That'll tell you he's now an offensive lineman and that would be a guy by the name of Volson. Yeah. So, you don't see that very often. Well, the starting offensive for the Mandan Braves, that center will be Dante Burdine, 6'3", 230, and a sophomore. At the right guard will be Logan Renner. He's 6 foot, 215, and a senior. At the left guard will be Leighton Gigi. He's Gigi? Did they say Gigi?
Gigi.
Gigi? We'll try to get that right. Gigi, we'll try to get that right for you. 6 foot, 260, and a junior. At right tackle will be Logan Rooker, 6'3", 220, and a senior. The left tackle will be Nathan Volk, 6'4", 285, and a junior. At tight end will be Braden Bosch. He's 6'1", 210, and a junior. And at the split end will be Tristan Ulmer, 6'3", 205, and a senior. The flank will be Jensen Schultz. He's 6 foot, 195, and a senior. At fullback, the coach's son, Doug Sheldon, 6'2", 195, and a senior. And the tailback will be Brody Skalski. He's 5'10", 170, and a junior. And the quarterback, the coach's nephew, will be Hudson Sheldon, 6'3", 160, and a senior. Their head coach is Todd Sheldon in his 13th season at the helm for the Mandan Braves. Well, Todd, any last-minute thoughts before we get ready to kick this one off here?
Well, I think the one thing that comes to mind for me, Scott, is both teams, as we were getting ready and visiting with the coaches, both coaches zeroed in on the concept that they ain't got a lot of team speed. And I don't know how physical a game this is going to be, but I have a feeling there's going to be some balls getting thrown around the turf here tonight. And it might not be the fastest game in the history of high school 3A football, because I think there's going to be some passes chucked up tonight.
Well, I had Simon Schwind as the kicker for Shanley, but that appears to be Eli Emineth is going to be kicking it off for Shanley, and back to receive for the Mandan Braves. That will be number 25 for the Braves. That is Nunpa Kirky. Boy, that's way different than what we had from what we were given. I can tell you that. And also, it looks like is that DJ Trevino?
Yep.
Okay, and the kick is away as we are underway here at the Starion Sports Complex, and this one rolls all the way down to the 1, picked up there, breaking a tackle at the 5, the 10, the 15, the 20, lost the football, but I think he got it back, and on the return there.
Return is by number 25, Foster Lord.
Was that 25? That looks like 26. Leighton, they said Leighton Wrestler. Foster Ward made the tackle there, but
Joey Jagger.
So Mandan comes out 1st and 10 now from their own 16-yard line. 14-yard line. Sheldon sends 2 receivers right. Now they motion. Bosch goes right to left. They throw it in the flat. Ulmer, ball's in the air. And, ooh, that was dangerous down there as Ulmer on the look-in pass from Sheldon, too high, falls incomplete. That'll bring up a 2nd down at 10. They got the ball spotted on the 13-yard line. We'll get things figured out here.
Yeah,
it's game number 1, man.
It's game 1, yeah. And you had Carson Busick right away as that ball, when that thing goes up in the air on a tip pass like that, advantage defense, and Busick was zeroing in on it.
2nd down and 10 now for the Braves. Ball spot on their own 13-yard line. Single back. That is Skelski behind Sheldon. Now they motion Bosch again. And they hand off. Skelski dives inside. Good cutback there, but a better conversion tackle there by Fargo Shanley. Ripped him down just shy of the 15. They're going to give him a gain of 1. Youngmark makes a stop there for the Deacons. So now it'll bring up a 3rd down and 9 for the Mandan Braves. Just underway here, opening quarter of play from the Starion Sports Complex in Mandan.
Yeah, and the wind is going to be quartering. It's from the southeast, so it kind of cuts across the field, but it is into Mandan right now, and that's not where you want to be on 3rd and 9 on your opening possession. As
Ulmer comes wide right, twins to Sheldon's left. Pass situation now for Mandan. Shanley shows blitz. Oh, no, we're going to get some movement. Is that going to be encroachment, or is that going to be a false start on the Mandan Braves? Yep, and that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, I think what you had there, Scott, was you had 4 down linemen for Shanley, and then they were bringing 2 outside backers, and they were creeping up ever so closely that they were going to pin their ears back and try to get after Hudson Sheldon, and it caused the offensive line for Mandan to flinch.
So now that puts Sheldon a 3rd down and 14 now, so we'll see what he does here on 3rd and a whole bunch. Sheldon points out Busick showing blitz from the left side. Here he comes. Sheldon throws down the near side. He's got Ulmer out there. He overthrows him at the 42-yard line. Single coverage down the near side. On the coverage there was Kai Zabel. So that'll bring up a punt situation, and Ulmer will go back to kick it away. And back to receive for Shanley will be Kai Zabel, along with
Keep for Shanley, number 1, Kai
that
Zabel.
will be David Holcraft.
Number 6, David Holcraft.
As they stand just on the Mandan side of the 50. Oh, boy. Wow. And that one went right off the side of Ulmer's foot. And where are they going to spot this one? As Shanley is going to have some really good field position here on their first offensive possession, as they will have it 1st and 10 from the Mandan 25-yard line, it appears. Maybe up 26. They're going to spot it at.
Ends up being a 17-yard punt. And how about that 3rd down? I mean, Shanley on 3rd and 14, they went cover 0, and they were man across the board, and Sheldon diagnosed it, just threw it a little bit too far that time for Tristan Ulmer.
Here comes Busick. They're going to play fast on the Deacons. He goes, trips to the right. Mandan coming on the blitz. Busick keeps it, goes left, breaks a tackle, gets across the 25 down to the 24-yard line. Goes Busick. On the stop there was Logan Renner. Also, it appeared Caden Ritz was in there as well. And just like that, Shanley's the line of scrimmage on 2nd down, and we'll call it 7 to go. Busick trips left, single receiver to the wide side of the field. Busick looks left, left-hander, picks it up. He's getting pressure from the backside, throws it, and it's going to be incomplete as he got pressure on the backside there, breathing down his neck. That was number 88. That was Mildenberger, the linebacker there for the Mandan Braves. So now to bring a 3rd and 7 down. And here comes Shanley on the incomplete pass. In there is Noah Oxendahl in there as he's alongside Busick. Busick, low snap, left-hander picks it up, looks across the middle, throws it underneath, and caught and dropped. Did he catch it as Ajao was the intended receiver there, but I don't know if he had it long enough or if he did and was considered a fumble, but Shanley fell on it. Incomplete pass. Well, you know what Troy Madden's going to do here. It's going to be 4th down deep in Mandan territory. He's going to go for it.
Well, they put so much pressure on you. They don't huddle. It's just kind of that scrum huddle, and they're right back at it.
Here comes Busick on the low snap. Busick directing traffic. Oh, he finds a man wide open down the near sideline and run out of bounds there. That was Holcraft as he got behind the defender that time and took it near the goal line and pushed out of bounds there. It'll be 1st and goal inside the Servpro red zone now are the Fargo Shanley Deacons.
Yeah, Busick just extended the play, and it ends up being a big 15-yard gain. No, check that. It's going to be an 18-yard gain, 1st and goal for Shanley.
Busick's going to keep it. He goes straight up the middle, and he fights to the goal line, and he may have got a yard. Giggy on the stop there for the Mandan Braves. That'll bring up a 2nd down and goal to go from the 3. No score on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Busick. Joey Jager stands alongside him. Jager flares out. Busick across the middle and caught. Touchdown. Justin Ajao for the Fargo Shanley Deacons.
Hey, great job by Busick there. I mean, and you can see the explosiveness of this Ajao right away as Busick looked wide, got the defense to react, and then hit Ajao on a slant. Nice play for Shanley to strike Pater on a short field.
Oh, how about this, TD? 1 for 1 on the replay. We got it. Look at that, baby. That's the most exciting thing that's happened tonight with 9:29 to go in the opening quarter of play. 3-yard touchdown pass from Busick to Ajao, and we're going to go for 2 here are the Deacons. Busick trips to his right. Busick, oh, he's pressured. He eludes it. Still scrambling towards the sideline. Now he slips and falls, and the 2-point conversion has failed. 9:29 to go on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Ian Buttman there on the pressure. It's Deacon 6, Mandan 0. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Or planning for farm or business succession. Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Well, a 6-play, 25-yard scoring drive resulted in a 3-yard touchdown pass from Busick to Ajao. 2-point conversion failed, and Shanley leads 6-0 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. As Shanley set to kick it away. Wind at their back, low squiv kick, picked up at the 20, 25, 30, breaking a tackle there, and driven backwards. In on the stop there for Shanley, that was Briggs Hansen
The return is by number 31, Trevino.
Trevino on the return there for
Tackle made by number 80, Hansen.
the Mandan Braves, and now Mandan will have it a little bit better field position this time here for Hudson Sheldon, as they'll have it 1st and 10 from their own 32-yard line, trailing 6-0 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Sheldon. Skalski behind him. Sheldon back to pass. He's looking right. He's got a man. Oh, it almost picked off, but into the hands of the Mandan receiver on the reception. The tight end, Braden Bosch. Good concentration there. And Bosch picks up a Mandan first down and takes it into Deacon territory.
Well, and Gabe Danduran was the outside linebacker, Scott, that had it in his hands, and it just tipped right into Bosch's hands and ends up being a big gain for Mandan.
Yeah, there's a quick look at that right there on our Ryan Family Dealership replay, as Mandan now 1st and 10. Oh, we got a flag down. And what are we going to have here?
False start.
Well, you don't want that after a big play like that, Todd. A false start. Now they're going to march it back 5 now. We're going to go 1st and 15 from the midfield stripe for the Mandan Braves. BNC National Bank. Your life is busy. We'll make managing money easy with locations in North Dakota and Arizona. Visit BNC Bank online, bnc.bank. Todd, I'm 2 for 2 on replays. Can you keep a tally of that for me, please? Skalski goes left, cuts back inside, breaks 1 tackle, gets into Deacon territory, and then he driven backwards, but they're going to say forward progress was stopped at about the 49. Nick Anderson making the stop there for Shanley, and they're going to give him, they're going to say it was a gain of 2. So he got it back into Deacon territory down at the 48-yard line.
And a couple plays ago, it was a 23-yard pickup for Mandan, their biggest of the night, on that tip pass to Braden Bosch. And that was a great form tackle right there by one Nick Anderson, 275 junior in the middle for Shanley.
So 2nd down at 13 for Sheldon. Now twin receivers to the right side. Ball spotted middle of the field. Now they motion. Sheldon, he's going to roll out, looks, sets. Now he fires underneath. Oh, Busick almost picked it off again. Tried to find his intended receiver, Braden Bosch, but Busick was right there and almost had an interception, and that would have been a potential pick 6 right there for the Deacons.
Well, that's a couple now that Shanley's had a chance on this possession. Gabe Danduran and now Busick undercutting routes. The first one was a zone coverage where it was just a good read by Danduran. That time it was man-to-man, and just Busick slipping underneath as the first look for Sheldon on the flat was taken away, so he had to go to a secondary receiver, and he threw that one kind of off his back foot.
Now they send Doug Sheldon. He's in the slot to the left. Ulmer split wide left. 3rd and 13 for the Braves. Sheldon back to pass. Here come the Deacons. Steps up. Oh, he fires it into traffic. Incomplete. For the intended receiver was Jensen Schultz, and that was incomplete, just shy of the first down marker. Youngmark and Zabel on the coverage there for Shanley. So now what will Todd Sheldon elect to do here on 4th and 13 from the Deacon 48-yard line?
Yeah, 1 for 5 for Hudson Sheldon to start the game, Scott. And that one he tried to fire in there, and there was a lot of weight around that one receiver for Mandan.
Well, here we go. Ulmer goes wide left, twin receivers to Sheldon's right. Zabel, the lone back, standing alongside Hudson Sheldon. Sheldon barks out the signals. Back to pass. Here comes Shanley. He throws it down the left side looking for Ulmer. He's got the man beat. Ulmer, just out of the outstretched arms at the 12-yard line as Ulmer had Holcraft beat down that left side. And Sheldon just overthrew him. That's a pretty good throw into the wind. As
Shanley will take over on downs at their own.
Yeah, that's twice now that you've had just fly routes, and look at Ulmer. He's got a step there on your Ryan Family Dealership replay, and that's twice now. First on 3rd down this first possession, this time on 4th down in the second possession, where it's just been past the fingertips of Ulmer.
So now the Deacons take over 1st and 10 from their own 48. Busick, twins right, twins left. Now they motion. Zabel, he gets it on the sweep. Shimmy shakes, gets to the outside, turns up 45-40, out of bounds. Laundry on the field. That might be in the vicinity of a holding call, Todd. We'll find out here as we wait the call, we can tell you that Planet Pizza, there's no pizza like it. Try the Blue Buffalo or plain cheese at Planet Pizza. Your mouth and belly will thank you. Call now, 701-852-1700. Planet Pizza, serving the Magic City for over 25 years.
Hey, you're now 3 for 3 on the replays there, pal.
How about that, huh?
Nice work.
I feel something trending.
Yeah, there you go. And hey, that's the hold there that's on the numbers out there. And you saw 1, 2, 3 flags come flying in. When you make a hold in the trenches, you don't get that many, but that time it was on the edge.
So Busick on 1st and 14. Low snap, and he's got a fall on it back at the 38-yard line. That's been a problem from C.J. Johnson to Busick. That's about the 4th one here in this opening quarter with 7:25 to go. So now it'll be second and a whole bunch for the Deacons.
Yeah, new position. Johnson was a guard last year, shifts over now this year to center, and there's been a bunch low and left.
Busick straight up the middle, and he's going to get some back as he gets it out to the 43-yard line as Savaggio and Mildenberger make the stop there. So it'll be 3rd down and, well, not quite 21 anymore, but we'll call it 3rd down about 8-17. Busick down the left side. He's got a man, and he overthrows his intended receiver, Holcraft, at the 25. And so now Shanley will be in a situation on 4th and 20. Now keep in mind, Jensen Schultz on the coverage. Busick is the punter on this Shanley team.
Always got to be aware of that when the QB is the punter. Shanley punted twice last year.
Back to receive is Jensen Schultz for Mandan, and Busick. Yep, he's going to run with it. They're going to fake it. Throws over the top to a J.O. It's going to be incomplete at the 40-yard line. And, boy, they rolled the dice there. And now Mandan's going to get some dicey field position here.
Well, hey, punting is not in the Shanley dictionary.
No.
As mentioned,
that's a stat we probably should look up over the course of the last 2 years. How many times did they punt?
I know last year they punted twice. The whole season. So I don't know the year before, but it hasn't been very many.
Hey, the UPS store located on South Pride and Minot is open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 7, and Saturday, 8:30 to 3. The UPS store located in the Marketplace Foods Plaza for all your packing and shipping needs. Well, here come the Braves on 1st and 10 from the Deacon 43-yard line. Sheldon sends 2 left, 2 right. Nope, they got a slot to the right. Schultz comes in motion. Hitch and go. He's looking for Schultz down the right side. Schultz goes out of bounds, comes back in. It's going to be incomplete. And had he caught that, it wouldn't have been converted because Schultz ran out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Yeah, you had your line judge over here that had tossed his hat. That's the universal sign for somebody has gone out of bounds. So he cannot be the first guy to touch it. And yeah, that's. Hey, how
that
about
play kind of developed a little slow, didn't it?
Yeah, I think it was another one where it was a pump and go, and Shanley had it well diagnosed. But how about that rolling the dice on your own end? You could have punted it with the wind and pinned Mandan back, and now all of a sudden you give Mandan a short field.
2nd down and 10 now for the Mandan Braves. Sheldon hands off, and they give to the up back. That's Sheldon. Nope, I stand corrected. That is Cooper Anderson.
Tackle made by
Foster
Lord.
Foster Lord there makes a stop.
Gain of 2 on the play.
Cooper Anderson picks up 2. So it'll be 3rd down and 8 now. 6:17 to go on the BNC Bank scoreboard. 6-0 Deacons lead. That'll be 3rd down and 8 for the Braves. Ulmer comes wide right. Schultz. Nope, that is wide left. That's Casper Holcup along with Braden Bosch. Ooh, Bosch moved. Yep, you could see that. He got a kickstart. So it'll be another penalty against Mandan.
Well, that's, I mean, first game, you're going to have some of these, but that's already 4 penalties here in the first quarter for the Mandan Braves, and your white hat Jed Steiner is getting a workout here in the first quarter.
Yeah, he sure is. So now Mandan in the 3rd and 13. Mandan trying to make something happen on the offensive side of the ball. And boy, here the Deacons are showing it right here. As they look like they're bringing everything but the sink. Sheldon rolling left, sets. Looking to throw back. Here he goes into scramble mode. Sheldon now all the way back at the 35. Now he steps up, Now he throws down the near side. Oh, Ulmer at the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Mandan. Oh, what a play by Hudson Sheldon.
I mean, what do we talk about? Extend plays, run around, and then look for 48. I mean, are you kidding me? This is just what Mandan does.
That's exactly right, as Hudson Sheldon. Let's see, we're 4 for 4, TD. No, we got the back end of it, but there you see Ulmer taking it into the end zone, and Mandan has tied this up on to kick the extra point. Is this going to be Catalano? On our Ryan Family Dealership replay, it doesn't look like Catalano. Boy, I got some bad information.
I think it's Kavion Lanier.
Kavion Lanier. Snap, hold, kick is up, and the kick is good. 5:21 to go, opening quarter play. On a BNC Bank scoreboard, it's Mandan 7, Shanley 6. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
7, Shanley 6.
To this. With Shaw's Crossroads Fuel to Food Reward Program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a fuel tracker card from any of our C-store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the fuel tracker card to record your gallons. Once you reach 1,000 gallons, you'll be eligible for a $10 gift card to Shaw's Crossroads Restaurant. Start earning your rewards today at Shaw's Crossroads.
Well, that's one thing Hudson Sheldon is really good at. He can extend plays. He extended that one as he had that. He was all the way back at the 35-yard line, his own 35, and then he found Ulmer. He threw that one into the wind. Ulmer, I don't know, was there a push off there? I don't think it was. I mean, I don't know.
That's what the parts that I wish we could have gotten on the Ryan Family Dealership replay, but sometimes it works. But hey, we're 4 for 5 tonight.
4 for 5.
And Kai Zabel had great coverage. I mean, he was right there, and then Ulmer just did a nice job of kind of walling him off. You thought it might be if he doesn't catch it, it looks like it might be defensive pass interference, but all of a sudden, Ulmer's loose at the 15, the 20, and there he went.
Tyler Moe is going to kick this one off for the Mandan Braves. Oh, now it goes off, rolls off the tee. That'll allow us to tell you that Northern Plains Heating and Air has over 25 years of experience as your heating and air experts, as the factory authorized dealer for Aerosteel. There's no other choice to seal your heating and air game other than Northern Plains Heating and Air. Find them online at northern-plains.com. Kick is away. It's going to be to a JO at the 11. Angles middle of the field, now near side 20. And gets out of one tackle, and nope, he's going to be wrapped up down. Casper Holcup getting down there to make the stop after Jail slipped out of one tackle. And then he's brought down, and they're going to spot him at the 17. Nope, they're going to spot him right at the 20-yard line. So it'll be first down and 10 now for Shanley. They trail by 1, 7-6 on the BNC Bank scoreboard.
How about that non-punt? Comes back to a little haunt Shanley right there.
Busick under center. Busick. Oh, ball's loose. Mandan's on it. Busick.
No, I think that was Jax Mattern, actually. It was 10,
that
right?
Jax Mattern?
Yep, his first snap.
Okay, Jax Mattern. He tried to hand that one off to Youngmark, and Mattern fumbles it.
And it didn't go good because right there to fall on it was Austin Bay for the Mandan Braves.
So Jax Mattern gets his first look at some varsity reps, and not one he's going to want to remember there as he fumbles the football. Now Mandan's got a 1st and 10 from the Shanley 20-yard line. I just saw the 0 on that. I didn't.
Yep.
I didn't
well,
see
and the Busick had the first 2 possessions, and then they slipped Jax Mattern in there.
Sheldon, option play, keeps it, cuts up field at the 15, on his feet, 10, falls forward, and he's down to the 8. Spot him at the 9-yard line as they are inside the Serve Pro red zone. 24/7 emergency service, trained technicians. Advanced technology, fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's Serve Pro.
Yeah, and that is not the guy you want to be. If you're assigned quarterback on that play, and Hudson Sheldon is slippery, and he just lost somebody's cleats there on that first move.
1st and goal to go now for the Braves. From the 9-yard line, they lead by 1 at 7-6 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Sheldon goes in motion right to left. They hand it off. Skalski cuts inside, and Skalski near the goal line. He's going to be brought down just shy, and they're going to spot it at the 1 yard line. So Brody Skalski, and quickly here comes Mandan, giving Shanley a little taste of their own, as quickly to the line of scrimmage, and Sheldon throws it out in the flat. Caught. Schultz steps in. Touchdown. Shanley was out. It was in distorts, and Mandan tacks on 6 more as they now lead it 13-7 or 13-6 on the BNC Bank scoreboard.
I mean, I was counting up. Shanley looked like they were trying to run somebody in, and then they couldn't because they didn't have time, and they were all out of sorts because there was a guy in the slot, Jensen Schultz, and he was wide open.
1 yard TD pass. Snap is down. Kick is up, and it appears good, and it is. 4:06 to go. Opening quarter play on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Mandan 14, Shanley 6. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it.
Drop it.
We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is... Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
Well, just like that, the Mandan Braves take the lead. We can tell you that for 50 years, Ryan has been a trusted name for car buyers in western North Dakota. Shop their entire inventory at driveryan.com or visit one of their 5 locations in Minot and Williston. Ryan Family Dealerships.
Yeah, just a 3-play scoring drive. Had a nice run there by Brody Skalski. You got Hudson Sheldon with an 11-yard run. Then the 1-yard TD pitch and catch for the Braves extends their lead.
Tyler Moe kicks it off, and it's going to be a short kick. Zabel picks up the 15, 20, 25, breaking tackles, and he's wrestled down at the 30-yard line is Kai Zabel, and now Shanley will take over 1st and 10 from their own 30 as Cooper Anderson making the stop there for the Mandan Braves. And here Joe, and father is going to give son one more run at it. He's got some trust in it. As Jax Mattern comes out, he's going to run the quarterback spot.
Well, and he likes this lineup because now he can put Busick at a wide receiver spot.
Yep, exactly. Mattern on 1st and 10 from his own 30-yard line. Claps his fingers, fakes the handoff, down the line option, and he's not going to go anywhere. He is ripped down there, making the stop. That was Cooper Anderson for the Braves. It'll be a loss of 2 to bring up 2nd and 12. And just like that, the Deacons are the line of scrimmage. Mattern looks right, fires right, and it's going to be caught out in the flat. And right there on the reception there, that was Jake Kraft, his first look of the night. And they got it on the positive side of the chains as Lanier makes a stop. So it'll be 3rd down, and we'll call it 7 to go for the Deacons. 3:20 to go. Oop, and they're going to give. It's going to be an encroachment on Mandan on the right side here, Todd, as they looked like they were coming with a blitz.
It's a couple times. Both teams have been hamstrung by that, where you've had the other team coming in and faking a blitz, and the offense just ever so. Well, that time it was actually on the defense.
Yep. So now you change the whole offensive situation here now. Mattern throws it out in the flat, and oh, what an open field tackle there. Skalski, as he's out there, and he rips down on the reception for, that was Corbin Youngmark getting some run in the backfield. What a play there by Skalski.
Well, and that's how you diagnose a play right there. He came missling in from his free safety position.
And Mattern, he's going to keep it, go straight up the middle. He's got the first down and more. He's 45. He's out near midfield. And nope, that's Busick back in there. And Busick picks up a first down. So Troy Mattern rolls the dice again deep in his own territory.
It's 4th and short that time at least. But that's
now, how about this? Now Busick comes out to the wide out spot. He's left. Mattern goes back to the quarterback spot. Mattern looks left, fires incomplete as he threw it near sideline. Intended receiver was Busick.
Mattern's pass intended for 0 Busick.
That'll stop the clock with 2:34 to go. Cooper Anderson on the coverage here in the opening quarter of play. Troy Mattern wasn't kidding. It might be a 4-hour and 37-minute football game tonight. As Jax Mattern back in the shotgun. Fakes to the flat. He's under pressure, and he's going to be sacked. And flag comes down as that one, Renner and Gigi were in there. I'm not sure what the flag would be, though.
Got to be a hold.
We can tell you that Minot State University, the best way to predict your future is to create it. With over 100 areas of study at Minot State, you'll earn a degree for the career you desire with more than 96% of recent Minot State grads employed or continuing their education. MSU grads get jobs, period. Minot State University, be seen, be heard, be you.
Yeah, so you take the 3-yard loss if you're Mandan. You decline the hold. The sack is good, a half sack for Gigi and Logan Renner.
So 3rd down now and 13 for the Deacons from the 48-yard line. Mattern fakes left, dumps it underneath, caught, a jail accelerates the Jets, and he's out across the 40 down to the 39-yard line, and that's going to be another first down. Nifty play call there by the Deacons. They just threw it underneath to Jail. Kirky had to make the stop for Mandan.
Yeah, great call. I mean, Mandan, they just let everybody through, and it looked like a jailbreak, and the next thing you slip a jail there behind the defense on the screen.
Busick back in at quarterback on 1st and 10 from the Mandan 39. Busick looks right, and Busick is going to be brought down back at the 30 or 45-yard line. Doug Sheldon coming through from his linebacker spot with a big sack.
Number 0, Busick was sacked by number 43, Doug Sheldon.
Big loss there. Loss of 5.
This is still the first quarter, right?
It certainly is. As I said. Jager goes out in the flat. Busick, nope, he throws it ahead of him, incomplete. So that'll bring up a 3rd down and 15 now. And quickly back comes the Deacons to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 15 for Shanley.
They go trips to the left side, single receiver. That's Kraft to the right. Jager floats out in the flat. They look across the middle over the top. He's got Kraft, and that's going to be incomplete. One-on-one coverage there and overthrown, and now it'll be a 4th down and 15. Lanier on the coverage there. Now based on where Troy Mattern's gone for it, there's going to be no surprise here if he does it here, huh?
Yeah, no doubt about that. I mean, this is an easy call.
14-6 our score on a BNC Bank scoreboard. Oh, Busick's going to punt it away.
Well, obviously nobody back to receive. Oh, look at that backspin.
Whoa, boy.
Hey,
oh, wow.
That's some onions right there for Kai Zabel. I mean, the coaching staff up in the box close to us, you can hear him, touch it, down it. It almost got to the goal line, and Kai Zabel was just like, do, and then all of a sudden he touches it, and it's inside the 1.
Inside the 1, the nose of the football has got to be almost touching the goal line. Certainly it's not, but Mandan is going to have to go 99.5 yards here as they are pinned deep in their own territory. Sheldon, he's got backs side by side. Play clock winds down to 6. Sheldon snapped, keeps it. Sheldon's going to come down the near side. He's going to go to Ulmer. Oh, bobble. Oh, he can't hang on to it as he had Zabel beat, but Ulmer could not hang on to that one.
Covered by number 1, Zabel.
That's 3 of them that have been on the fingertips of Ulmer.
See if we can see that on our Ryan Family Dealership replay.
Oh, there's the tip. Yeah, he almost hauled it in the deflection. But here's where Mandan, they always go out of the pistol, Scott, and this is a situation where you wonder if they do have it in the arsenal to just get under center and get yourself a little breathing room.
Well, you would think you'd want to, particularly with the size Sheldon back there, 6'2", 195-pounder. But nope, they're going to go out of the pistol again. And they thought Shanley may have jumped, but they did say no. And now they give it Skalski getting it out of the end zone, breaks a tackle, and he's out near the 10-yard line. He's going to be about a yard shy of the first down as things open up over that left side behind Volk and Gigi. Kraft makes a stop there for Shanley. So Mandan with a minute to go here in this opening quarter. It'll be 3rd down and 1 to go.
That's a huge play, too. I mean, you are in the shadow of your own goal line, and Skalsi, his last 2 runs now, Scott, 8 yards and 9 yards. So this young offensive line for Mandan, this new one, not necessarily young, there's some seniors out there, but it's a whole new crew, and they're starting to find their footing a little bit.
Play clock down to 10 now for the Braves on 3rd down and 1. Sheldon. Nope, he keeps it. He's going to try to get to the edge. He turns the corner. He's at the 20, 25, obviously first down and more. And he runs out of bounds at the 27-yard line. So they move the chains. It'll be a first down, clock stop with 25 seconds to go here in the opening quarter of play as they spot it at the 28-yard line.
Yeah, Corbin Youngmark was the defensive linebacker in trying to just hold the edge there, and Sheldon just gave him a little stutter step, and then he was gone. And that's as quick as a 17 as you will find.
Mandan on 1st and 10 from their own 28-yard line. They lead at 14-6 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Sheldon motions from the right slot to the left slot. Skalski gets the handoff, and he's going to be stood up. And they're going to say he got a yard up to the 29-yard line. Did Skalski.
Number 25, Kirky.
Tyler Hagen Photography is well, I'll tell you what, he's not here capturing photos, but nonetheless, THP Photography. Tyler Hagen. And that's going to end the opening quarter of play here from the Starion Sports Complex, the home of the Mandan Braves. On the BNC Bank scoreboard, it's Mandan 14, Fargo Shanley 6. Back with quarter number 2 after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Across the town or across the country, we know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
More than 30 new Tundras to choose from, starting under $50,000, there's a Tundra to fit every lifestyle. Built in Texas and sold right here in Bismarck, North Dakota, the Tundra is more than just a truck. It's an experience. Step inside to discover comfort and cutting-edge technology with the very best safety features. From the rugged SR5 to the luxurious Capstone, there is a Tundra for every adventure. Just off I-94's exit 161 in Bismarck, Cedric the Old Toyota. Let's go places.
Well, a long first quarter that was, but now we turn our attention to quarter number 2 as Mandan will have it 2nd down and 9 from their own 29-yard line, leading this one by 8 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Sheldon, now they send Schultz in motion right to left. Sheldon throws out in the flat. Schultz in open space, a little shimmy shake move at the 30, and he's ridden down at the 32-yard line. On the stop there for Shanley, that was Gabe Dandurin. So it'll be 3rd down, and we'll call it 5 to go after the gain of 4 for Schultz.
Hudson Sheldon now 4 for 11, 74 yards, just getting going here in the second quarter. It's a big 3rd down. I mean, Mandan seemingly has seized the momentum here.
Schultz in motion. Sheldon steps up. Now Sheldon straight drop, looking. Now he steps in the pocket, breaks one tackle. Now on the move, Sheldon 35-40, 45 midfield. Sheldon on the move, steps out of bounds in Shanley territory at the 45, and there's the elusiveness of the All-State quarterback Hudson Sheldon, the 6'3", 160-pound senior from Mandan.
Yeah, that's just, you got an elite athlete, and then you got those heavies, and that's just not a fair fight. when he's
that's a subtle way to put it.
when they're trying to bring him down in space, it just does not go good most times, and that turns into a 23-yard gallop on the scramble, and all of a sudden you look up now, Hudson Sheldon, 3 carries, 51 yards, couple of those just scrambling, running around, making plays.
1st and 10 now for the Braves from their from the Shanley 44-yard line. Sheldon, handoff, lone back over the left side on the handoff there. That was DJ Trevino.
Ball carried by number 31, Trevino.
On the stop was Max Sorensen.
52, Sorensen.
And you talk about Hudson Sheldon. We talked about the basketball. We talked about the we didn't even talk about track. I mean, for crying out loud, he qualifies in the hurdles. He was a runner-up this year to Logan Conklin in the state track meet in the high jump. I mean, so there's not too many things this young man can't do.
Second, I'm going to say no gain on the play, so it'll be 2nd down and 10 from the Deacon 44-yard line. Slot left, twins right for the Mandan Braves. Sheldon, long snap count, fakes it. Now he throws it out in the flat. He's got it Schultz. Schultz at 35, 30, 25. Steps around one tackle, fights his way to the 20, and brought down at the 19-yard line is Jensen Schultz.
Tackle made by number 21, Kraft.
On a nifty move there, TD, by Jensen Schultz. See if we can take a look at that on our Ryan Family Dealership replay.
Yeah, how about the elusiveness there in that replay of Jensen Schultz? I mean, it was a great read by Sheldon. Looked down the middle, freed up the flat, threw a strike, and then Schultz just making plays in the open field.
1st down and 10 now. Ball spotted on the Deacon 20-yard line. Sheldon working out of that pistol. Sheldon hands off. Ooh, boy, no Trevino going nowhere. Oh, boy, he's driven to the ground by Busick.
Yeah,
and that was violent.
Also, Holden Deutsch in there on the assist as well. And, yeah, that was there was bad intentions right there.
Roger Ward Moving and Storage has been proudly helping the region with their moving and storage needs since 1942. Find them online at RogerWardMovingAndStorage.com. To schedule a mover to find a quote, Roger Ward Moving and Storage. BNC National Bank, locations throughout North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona. BNC National Bank provides you with banking wealth management services for your business and family. Visit BNC Bank online today at bnc.bank. 2nd down and 11 after the loss of 1 there for the Mandan Braves. Sheldon back to pass. Ooh, eludes the pressure. Now still on the move. Now he's just going to throw it out of bounds. That was a smart play there, as breathing down his neck was big number 58 for the Deacons.
Throws the ball out of bounds.
Cutterba.
Bring up a 3rd and 11.
So now it'll be 3rd down 11 for Mandan.
Yeah, and once Sheldon got outside the tackle box there with that pressure by Cutterba, and all 3 of his receivers were in the painted end zone, you know what I mean? So he's running around for his life back at the 40-yard line, and there's no way he could have set and fired it that far. So a good decision to just chuck that baby out of bounds and live to have another down.
Yeah, well, you got to believe it's 4-down territory, too, for the Mandan Braves. 3rd and 11 from the Shanley 21-yard line. Schultz wide left. Also out there is Logan Blair. Sheldon rolling left, looking back right, throws across the middle. He's got Ulmer, caught, touchdown, Mandan. Oh, what a play there.
To number 48, Ulmer.
Ulmer with his 2nd touchdown of the ball game. As take a look at that one on our Ryan Family Dealership replay. As you see there, Sheldon.
And watch the look away here. I mean, he's looking strong side. Kane knew he had one-on-one on the backside with Tristan Ulmer, and a nice grab up by his helmet. What a strike there, a 21-yard TD.
As Ulmer on to kick the extra point now for the Mandan Braves. That's Tyler Moe. Snap, hold down, kick is up. It appears good. And it is. 8:46 to go. Opening half a play on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Mandan 21, Deacon 6. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
All right, let's go. I right, zoom, spider 2, Y banana. You don't like that one? Okay. I right 40 power? No. You don't want that one either? All right, go kick off. Get out of here. Let's go.
First Western is your independent community bank, with all the online conveniences you want and an experienced team you can count on. First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
Well, a seven-place, 71-yard drive by Mandan ended with a 21-yard touchdown pass from Hudson Sheldon to Tristan Ulmer, his second of the ballgame, and Mandan has extended the lead to 21-6.
7 plays, 70 yards on that drive. You had a big scramble by Sheldon for 22 yards, and then big completions, one to Jensen Schultz and one to Tristan Ulmer to keynote that drive.
Ojeo is going to get to return this one from his 11. He's at the 20, cuts to the sideline, 25-30, 35-40, look out, 45, and out of bounds as it was a foot race up the near side. But they're going to say he stepped out of bounds right at the midfield stripe. So Shanley now back with some good field position.
Yeah, 39-yard kickoff return. That's a big play for Shanley as Mandan scored 3 straight touchdowns here after Shanley had an early 6-0 lead. And that turns into a great play by your kicker, Tyler Moe, to actually find a way to get Ojeo out of bounds.
First down at 10 now from the midfield stripe for the Deacons. Busick at the quarterback spot. He's got twins left, twins right. Busick throws the near side, caught, and Kraft is ridden out of bounds at the 45. On the stop there was Schultz. So to bring up a gain of 5, be second down at 5. Quickly to the line of scrimmage come the Deacons. Same formation. Nope, that's Mattern in there at quarterback. Oh, there's a low snap. Mattern's got a fall on it all the way back at the 38-yard line of the Deacons.
That would be the easiest sack that Mildenberger ever gets in his career.
You know, that first pass that Mattern threw, I should have known it was him because I was going to say, did Busick just throw that one right-handed?
Yeah.
So now it'll be, here comes Mandan. They're showing blitz. Sheldon gets around the corner. Oh, he loses it to Sheldon. Ball's loose. Who's got it? Mattern lost the football.
White ball.
Yeah, you heard the microphone for the white hat out there, and great job by the lineman. It was C.J. Johnson, the center, that smartly fell on that thing.
Big boy, you're up. White ball. There you had it.
4th and 20.
4th down and 20. 4th and a long ways. Busick's going to punt it away back into the wind. And the kick will be fielded at 35. Drop. Ball's loose. Jensen Schultz, right place, right time. Give him about 5 more yards at the 42-yard line. A little extracurricular activity at the end of that one. But Mandan dodges a bullet there.
All of a sudden, we got some butterfingers out there. I mean, it looked like somebody just greased up that football as first Shanley can't get the quarterback, the center to quarterback thing going because they got these low snaps. And now all of a sudden you get a punt that Mandan muffs, and luckily Schultz falls on it after Skalsey couldn't control it. Said, hey, Mandan has completely stolen the momentum in this football game right now. They are dominating the action and just forcing Shanley into punting situations and being opportunistic on offense.
7:20 to go in the opening half here. Mandan leading 21-6 in the BNC Bank scoreboard. Sheldon goes in motion left to right. That's Doug Sheldon. Now what do we got here? And yep, we are going to have a Ryan Family Leadership timeout on the field. 7:19 to go, opening half a play on the BNC Bank scoreboard. It's Mandan 21, Shanley 6, back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
We still offer the best product at the best price with the same people. For over 25 years, we've been your only choice for tires in the local area, providing all major brands under one roof at a fair price for your family's budget. Plus that excellent service after the sale with free rotations, free alignment check, free flat repairs with our exclusive Plus plan. That tradition continues today. Looking for tires you can trust? Choose us. Trusted Tire and Auto.
Well, Troy Mattern didn't like something on the defensive side there, so he uses his first timeout. That's actually the first timeout of the ball game, so Mandan will have it. First down and 10 from their own 42-yard line.
How about the timeouts underneath the team's names on that BNC Bank scoreboard? They're even clicking away. Look at that.
Everything's flowing. Everything's flowing. Sheldon, Doug goes in motion. Hudson snaps, straight drop, looks down the left side, throws it underneath back shoulder, throw to Bosch. Goes incomplete at the 45. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and 10 now for the Mandan Braves.
Hudson Sheldon, Scott, after a 1-for-7 start to this game, has come alive. He is now 7 for 15 in the contest. Has got 3 touchdowns and 119 yards passing here midway through the second quarter.
Shields of Minot and Bismarck have every sporting good possible, along with footwear and fashion. It's Shields.com. Shields, the proud supporter of the PSP Network. Remember to stay tuned for a Magic Towing intermission report coming up in 7 minutes and 15 seconds. Could be a little bit longer than that based on this one. Sheldon down the line option. He breaks, cuts it upfield, and he's going to be brought down. Cutterba on the stop there. Good read by Cutterba on the defensive end side of on that defensive side, Todd, as he wasn't fooled there by Sheldon.
Well, and that time he contained, right? He's got quarterback responsibility and didn't let Sheldon get to the edge, and that's been a problem on a couple of those option plays where he's let Sheldon get to the boundary, and that time great job by Cutterba, the defensive end.
3rd down and 11. I'm guessing number 48 comes to everybody's mind here, Todd, on this one.
All he does is catch touchdowns. He got 2 catches for 2 grabs, 67 yards, and 2 TDs. I'm going to find where 48 is at.
He's split wide right, and Sheldon rolls to his left. Sets looking back. Sheldon still on the move back at the 20. Sheldon fires over the top, and he throws it out of bounds, wisely so.
I mean, this looks like what it used to look like if you went to Fort Lincoln Elementary, probably about 10 years or so ago, and the Mandan Braves and Sheldon he'd drop back by the merry-go-round, and he'd point to the monkey bars and say, "Hey, you go here, and then why don't you run over here?" That's a little bit of what that looks like when Sheldon's running around back there.
As we're going to punt this one away, Ulmer stands at his 30. Back to receive is Zabel and Pollock.
I think both teams don't have enough guys out there right now.
Back to punt number 48, Ulmer.
Early season,
yeah. It looks like, yeah.
Hey, we were going to go 10 on 10.
Yeah, and we're going to have another Ryan Family Dealership timeout on the field. 6:17 to go on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Mandan 21, Shanley 6. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Things in your life, and banking at the right bank is very important. We're really proud of our bank because we have great people, and our people are what make our bank go. We always want to treat our customers right and do the best job we can for them, and try to do things to help make our communities better.
Well, now I think we got things figured out as both teams scrambling there to get enough players on the field, and now we've got 22 guys on the field, and Ulmer back in punt formation. Snap is good, pressure is minimal. Ooh, good high spiraling kick there. And Zabel is going to return it from his 10, 15, angles near side 20, 25 at the foot race, turns the corner 30, 35. Oh boy, and Ulmer just blows him up on the sideline, and he kind of gives him the flex at the end of that one, but the punter coming across the field and blew up Zabel, but Zabel with a good return there for.
Yeah, 48-yard punt, and then Zabel with a 29-yard return. Check that, a 31-yard return, and that is as big a hit as you will see right there in prep football. As Ulmer, you talk about lighting up that Mandan sideline, as Zabel, he found himself in a sea of black over there, and everybody was saying, ooh.
Busick back at the quarterback spot. He's got trips left. Busick fires left. Ajeo with the catch, turns upfield, cuts back inside, and he's got to tiptoe his way up to the 45-yard line. Give you a BNC Bank scoreboard update. In West Fargo, Legacy leads at the start of the second period 7-0. Cheyenne over Williston 36-12. Bismarck High over North. That one's 3 minutes left in the second at 20-0. And Davies over Century with a minute left in the half. They 14-7. As Foster Lord on the carry there picks up a first down. Sorry, I missed that play as I was reading those scores there.
Yeah, Ford just galloped for 7 yards and a first down there for Shanley.
1st and 10 now. Busick throws near sideline, caught Kraft, and he curls up at the 42.
Busick's pass complete to number 20.
Stays in bounds. Clock continues to run.
Tackle made by number 5.
This is one of these games where the color guy doesn't really have to do a lot when Shanley has the football.
No, exactly. Lord standing alongside Busick. Ball spotted right hash. Here come the Braves on the blitz. He throws out in the flat to Lord. Lord trying to get to the edge. He turns upfield, breaks one tackle, and he goes out of bounds at the 30-yard line, but ridden out of bounds there by Skalski. And that'll be enough for a Deacon first down as the clock stops with 4:59 to go here in the opening half of play.
Well, that's one of those staple plays for Shanley's offense.
Here's Busick, throws underneath, caught and brought down immediately on the reception there. That was Landon Howe.
Pass is complete to number 7, Howe. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
So it'll be 2nd down and 7 after that gain of 3. Now Busick, now he's going to option it, Lord. Trying to get to the edge, and he's going to be ripped down for maybe a gain of a yard by Logan Blair.
41, Blair.
Yeah, that's read, react, diagnose, and then sprint to the football there. Nice play for Logan Blair, the senior.
And what are we going to have here? Oh, we're going to have another Ryan Family Leadership timeout on the field. 4:22 to go, opening half of play on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Mandan 21, Deacon 6, back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
What was it, the Mandan 28-yard line?
Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
Well, Fargo Shanley trying to tack on 6 more before the halftime break, as they're going to have a big 3rd down here. But clearly 4-down territory for the Mandan Braves, as, boy, I'll tell you what, TD, it might not be hot on the field with that wind blowing and it cooling off, but I'll tell you what, she's steamy up here.
Yeah, it's turned into a bit of a sauna in the box here tonight.
So here come the Deacons. Busick, twins left, twins right. Throws it underneath, and it's going to be tipped incomplete. Pollock, oh boy, they're going to get a late hit. Oh, wow.
Yeah, Skalski came in and just lowered the boom from his free safety position. I wonder if they're saying that's going to be late maybe, or... Ooh, that is a big, maybe up high.
Yeah, it might have been up high there, so that will be... That's 6 for 7, by the way.
That's Ryan Family Dealership is money tonight.
Yeah, they are. Ryan Family Dealership. Speaking of Ryan Family Dealerships, their commitment and respect for their customers is as strong today as it was 50 years ago. Experience the difference when you visit one of the 5 locations in Minot and Williston, or shop online, driveryan.com. So inside the Serve Pro red zone, Serve Pro, 24/7 emergency service, trained technicians, advanced technology, fire and water cleanup and restoration at Serve Pro. On 1st down and 10 for the Deacons. Mandan shows blitz.
No. The penalty thing is piling up here for Mandan, Scott. They just got a 15-yarder whistled against Brody Skalski, the free safety, and now you get a offside encroachment on the defense. That's now 7 penalties here in the first half on the Mandan Braves.
Yeah, half the distance. They can still get the 1st down, as they can get it at about the 5-yard line. Busick rolling to his left, sets, fires across the middle, caught, Pollock, touchdown, Shanley. Holcraft. That was David Holcraft on the reception. Quick slant pattern there, and tack on 6 more for Fargo Shanley.
Yeah, not easy to do, right? Because Busick is rolling out to his left, and watch this. I mean, he's got to get the puppies set in a hurry because he sees this guy open. Boop, 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 fire that thing. Nice play. I mean, that is not easy to do, because a lot of times on a slant, Scott, it's just to catch the ball and fire it. And this time he's rolling out, has to collect and split the defense perfectly that time for Busick.
So at the 4:13 mark, Shanley has cut the lead to 9, and they will elect to go for 2 here. Busick options it near side, and 2-point conversion is going to be good, and that is Corbin Youngmark. And 4:13 to go. The Deacons have made this a 1-score football game on the BNC Bank scoreboard. 4:13 to play opening half. It's Mandan 21, Shanley 14. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Priceless memories. Learning to play, playing to learn, or simply getting where you need to go. The team at Ackerman Estvold has been behind these projects and countless others, developing critical infrastructure, valuable spaces, and even some good old-fashioned fun. Entrusted with the things you know, but delivering more than you may realize. Ackerman Estvold, trusted for decades and decades to come.
Well, a 9-yard pitch and catch there from Carson Busick to David Holcraft, and Shanley has now made this a one-score football game at 21-14 with 4:13 left to play here in the opening half.
Carson Busick now 7 for 14 on the night. He's got a couple touchdowns. 73 yards passing. That was Holcraft's first catch of the night for 6.
Eli Emineth to kick it away now for Shanley into that win.
Number 29, Emineth.
Low driving kick and fielded at the 15, 20. Angling the sideline, cut back inside 30. And on the return there for Mandan, that was Kavian Lanier. And so now Mandan will have it 1st and 10.
32 Mac.
That was a big touchdown right there for Shanley.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, Mandan had flexed some muscle there, and Shanley that time went to the short passing game. I mean, you got Busick with completions there of 4, 5, 11, 3, and 9 on that possession. It just kind of a short passing game, just dissecting that Mandan defense.
Mandan 1st and 10 from the 31. Slot left. Now they're going to hand off. Oh, we're going to have another. There's going to be another false start against Mandan. Under a Magic Towing intermission report coming up. Magic Towing, remember the number and call Magic Towing. We need a tow. No job too big or small. It's Magic Towing. Put this number in your phone now, 701-509-4011. It's Magic Towing, serving western North Dakota.
And your next tow job, if you mention the PSP Network to the folks at Magic Towing, get a little money off that next tow for fine folks at Magic Towing.
Okay. So they move that back 5. It'll be 1st and 15. Ball spotted now at the 25-yard line. Same formation. Slot to the left. Sheldon handing off, coming near side, breaking a tackle across 30 and out to the 35 on the return on the carry there. That's Lee Alderin.
Yeah, he got into the secondary in a hurry, did Alderin, and all of a sudden you got just one guy left there, and that was Jake Kraft, the free safety. A nice open field tackle for him, but a good gain for Mandan after the penalty had set him back.
I think his dad, Brian, used to coach the Wildcats in Center Stanton. I could be wrong, but positive carry there, and now brings up a 2nd down and 8. Sheldon not in any hurry. Play clock drips down to 7. Back to pass, looking left. Now Sheldon. Now he's going to be flushed. Eludes a sack. Now Sheldon on the move. Throws coming back as Ulmer. Ulmer catches it, trying to break a tackle at the 45. Dives to the 46. Boy, I tell you what. That is just what you call a good relationship right there, Todd, isn't it?
I mean, great work there by Ulmer, too. I mean, he was running a fly pattern. He saw Sheldon in trouble and just came back to the football, and Sheldon extends those plays, and those two have that – they have that connection, that ESP, right? They kind of just have that feel to know where each other's at.
Well, yeah, we're a little late on that one there, but now 1st and 10 inside Deacon territory. Ball spot on the 44-yard line. Sheldon. Hands off. Here's Alderin again. Breaks a tackle, slips on him, 40, 35, and Alderin down to the 32. So Alderin, Jake Kraft makes a stop as Alderin, a 5'6", 160-pound sophomore, showing some positive carries in the backfield for his head coach, Todd Sheldon.
Yeah, 2 carries, now 20 yards for Alderin. He's one of those little guys. He gets kind of hides behind those offensive linemen, and the next thing you know, he's by you.
1st down and 10 now for Mandan. Ball spotted on the 32. 21-14 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Mandan leaves. Sheldon. Alderin again. Oh, this time he got met And awaiting right there was big number 74, Nick Anderson, the 6'1", 275-pound junior.
Yep, 275 hit 160. And that time he scored him up pretty good.
Yeah, 160 is not going to win that one a majority of the time.
Yeah, Lee Aldrin, we mentioned, he's a diminutive 5'6". They list him at 160, and so I'm telling you right now, you're playing linebacker, you're playing safety, or even a corner, and that he's hiding behind those big hogs in the middle there. He's hard to see.
Loss of 1 on the carry. Bring up 2nd down, 11 for the Braves. Sheldon, he's going to keep it, rolling to his right under pressure. Now he dumps it underneath, and wide open is Doug Sheldon. 20, turns upfield, breaks a tackle. 25, pulls his way down to the 23-yard line as Doug Sheldon. And again, we got flag on the field, and that's not in a good vicinity if you're a Mandan Braves fan.
Yeah, when that umpire throws that thing, 9 times out of 10, that's a hold.
Oh, ineligible man downfield, I think it was.
Oh, yeah, that'll happen too.
Ineligible receiver downfield. On the offense, number 62.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, and the Mandan's actually done a good job of that. For as much as Hudson Sheldon runs around back there, you'd think you'd have more guys downfield, but that time somebody slipped down, and it was a great play by Hudson Sheldon to find his cousin, Doug Sheldon. At the very last second, he was just getting cut down, and he flipped it out into the flat, and there was been a big gain. But I'm running out of spots for penalties for Mandan here in the first half. That's now 9. I only had 8 on the score sheet for the first half.
I got scratch paper if you need it.
That's usually enough.
2nd down now and 16 after that penalty against the Braves. Sheldon back to pass, looking right, throws underneath. That's going to be caught. 30 Schultz, 25-20. Jumps over a tackle there and falls forward down to the 15. They're going to say he's just shy at the 16-yard line, and Schultz is slow in getting up there.
Another tackle by Jake Kraft, the free safety. But how about that one? There's been so many plays that Sheldon has extended. That was on time. Like, get to the back of your drop and fire it into the flat. And this Schultz, he looks like he maybe got an ankle there at the end of that. But ends up being another 22-yard gain. And now Schultz is coming alive here, Scott. He's got 5 catches now for 51 yards and a touchdown here in the first half. Hudson Sheldon now 10 for 18 and 164 yards of passing in the first half.
And nope, we didn't have a timeout there as Schultz comes off the field. So now to be 1st and 10 inside the Serve Pearl red zone are the Mandan Braves. They have it 1st and 10 from the Shanley 16-yard line. 55 seconds to go here in the opening half of play. It's been a long one.
What do they say about points late in halves?
Oh. Sheldon fakes the handoff. Straight drop. Elude gets out of the pocket. Now on the move. Sheldon battling on the far sideline, and he gets out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Goes Hudson Sheldon. So now that'll bring up a 2nd down, and we'll call it 3 to go for the Mandan Braves with just 37 seconds left to play.
That clock stops there as the clock was rolling there. So Sheldon, that's a little Houdini right there because he looked like he was dead to rights in the backfield, and he just swiveled those hips, and he's got such quick twitch speed that he can get away from a lot of those defensive linemen. That's a quick 7 on a scramble.
Mandan's got 1 timeout left. Casper Holcup brings in the play from head coach Todd Sheldon. He goes in motion from right to left. Sheldon, Skolsky up the middle, cuts back. Skolsky on the move, 5, boils his way to the end zone. Going to be stopped just short, I believe, at about the 1-yard line. And
number 39, Young Mark.
The clock does stop because they've got to set it. So now, and what are we going to have here? I believe we're going to have a Ryan family dealership. And Shanley wants a timeout. We'll take one as well. 32 seconds to go, opening half of play. Mandan 21, Shanley 14. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
At Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
Red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Well, first and goal to go for the Mandan Braves. See, I knew I'd get it into pregame mode before the end of the half. Sheldon's going to keep, fakes it right, goes in, touchdown, Hudson Sheldon.
Well, Doug Sheldon got blown up. The problem was Doug Sheldon didn't have the football. That was a great design right there. Everything flowing to the right, and then the Red Sea opened up for a 1-yard little run there by.
Well, we're going to get all of this replay here as there you see it. There's Sheldon on the fake. Oh, he did get blown up. And then Hudson tiptoes into the end zone. Touchdown, Mandan leads it 27-14. On to attempt the extra point is Mo. Snap, hold down, kick is up, and the kick is no good as it is wide left. 28 seconds to go, opening half of play on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Mandan 27, Shanley 14, back after this timeout on the PSP Network. Well, Hudson Sheldon with a 1-yard touchdown run gives Mandan a 13-point lead at 27-14 on our BNC Bank scoreboard.
8-play, 81-yard touchdown drive for the Mandan Braves. Overcame another penalty, an illegal man downfield. And so, yeah, that was just what the doctor ordered to answer that Shanley touchdown for the Braves.
Low driving kick, and that's going to go out of bounds. Flag comes up. So we'll see what Shanley elects to do here as they are going into the wind with just 28 seconds to play in this opening half of play.
I'm just going to go out on a limb and say they're not going to kneel on it.
Free kick out of bounds on the kicking team. 5-yard penalty, free kick.
Oh, and Shanley's going to elect to not take it at the 35.
No, they're going to make them re-kick it.
Yep.
They think they can maybe get a good return out of this as a jail.
And Zabel back there, yeah.
They both got some pretty good speed. So we'll see what Mo decides to do with this one. I'm guessing he's going to. You would think you'd want to keep it away from both of those two back there because both of them have shown tendencies where they can take one to the house. But we'll see what Mo elects to do here as he approaches it. And a jail is going to catch it on the run, drops it at the 20, picks it up 25, 30, spins off a tackle, 35, and out of bounds he goes. Does a jail, and so with 23 seconds left to go.
Well, Scott, we kicked this baby off at about 6:30, and so we are going on
7.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, 7. So that's an hour and 11-minute first half. It hasn't been briskly moving.
No.
I mean, the action has been brisk. The clock has just been stopped a ton.
So 1st and 10 now for the Deacons from their own 36. Busick, twins left, twins right. Busick rolling to his left, sets, throws it over the head of the intended receiver. That's Kai Zabel at the 45-yard line. Buttman on the coverage there for Mandan, so it'll bring up 2nd down and 10 again. Folks, clock stops. 19 seconds left to play.
Well, I know Shanley thinks they can score in 19 seconds.
Busick. Now he's got trips left. Ball spotted right hash. Jager rolls out in the flat. He catches it, turns upfield, and he's going to be Mildenberger runs him down from the backside. And
Tackle made by number 88, Mildenberger.
Oh, and Troy Mattern wants to take a timeout. We'll take one, too. It's a Ryan Family Leadership timeout on the floor. 10 seconds to go. 27-14 Mandan on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Kodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Kodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
Well, 3rd down and 9 after the timeout by Troy Mattern. He's out of timeouts. Mandan's got one left, but I don't imagine Mandan's going to need to use one here. Busick from his own 37-yard line. Trips left. Busick back to pass, rolling left under pressure. Throws it down the near sideline, and Sheldon goes up and picks it off at the 32. Sheldon down the far sideline and to the 40. Still on his feet, and oh boy.
I was waiting for the flag, but I guess they had him engaged.
And Sheldon on the pickup, and that's how the first half is going to come to an end. On the BNC Bank scoreboard, at the break, it's Mandan 27, Shanley 14. We'll be back with our Magic Towing intermission report after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Brought to you by PSP Network. It's game day. When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Shields Visa is more than just a card. It's the freedom to go. It's a gateway to explore and do more of what you love. Imagine where the Shields Visa can take you. So join us in discovering endless possibilities. Shields Visa. Together, we've got this.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
Time to anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clemeen, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemeen, and McBride.
The feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about Magic Towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
Well, there you get a look at the skyline in western North Dakota. As I'd like to welcome everybody back to our Magic Towing Intermission Report. Magic Towing, remember the number and call Magic Towing. We need a tow, no job too big or small. It's Magic Towing. Put this number in your phone now, 701-509-4011. It's Magic Towing serving western North Dakota. Well, TD, it certainly was a long first half of play, but that second quarter picked up a little bit from a scoring perspective, although the first quarter was pretty active itself. But nonetheless, all in all, a pretty good job by Mandan after a slow start to this one.
Yeah, I mean, Mandan had a 17-yard punt on their first possession, and Shanley immediately capitalized, scores a touchdown. Then it was bang, bang, bang. Mandan took advantage of a couple decisions for Shanley to not punt the football and gave Mandan some short fields. Braves capitalized, and then, hey, you saw a little bit of everything. But the big thing is Mandan consistently moved the football. Except for that very first possession, Mandan moved the football. You're going to hear that when we get to the first half numbers here. Shanley can't necessarily say the same thing. They got two short fields and took advantage of it, but Mandan showed the ability to at least get the running game going a little bit, and Hudson Sheldon was electric in that first half.
Yes, he certainly was. Let's take a quick look at our upcoming schedule next week on the PSP Network. As you see, West Region Soccer coming up, Legacy at Minot North on Tuesday, and then we'll have a football doubleheader for you right here on the PSP Network. Cheyenne up in the Magic City to take on the Magi, and Fargo North will travel out here. Or they will travel to the capital city to take on the Legacy Sabres. You can catch both of those right here on the PSP Network. We'll take another timeout. We come back, time to look at the first half individual and team numbers. On the BNC Bank scoreboard at the break, it's Mandan 27, Shanley 14. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Believes that all high school activities provided.
I love working with people.
We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, PNC.
Ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
Welcome back to the Starion Sports Complex. Todd Domres, Scott Woodmansee with you. Also, Johnny Haugen. And who else we got running the camera?
Oh, yeah, Brent Borkus.
Brent Borkus running the camera for us here tonight. Glad to have you aboard on the PSP Network. For a look at the first half individual and team numbers, here's TD.
All right, thanks, Scott. Here's your Magic Towing halftime stats. First off, team numbers. Shanley rushes at 11 times for a 6-yard total in the first half. Their two quarterbacks threw it 10 for 20 in the first half for 92 yards. 98 yards of total offense for Shanley in the first half. Mandan, 17 rushes for 105 yards. And Hudson Sheldon, 10 of 18 for 164. So the Braves outgained Shanley 269 to 98 in that first half. Here's your individual leaders. Carson Busick leads the way on the ground for Shanley with 5 carries for 18 yards. And you get Foster. That's not right, is it? I'm just making sure I get the names right here.
Foster
Scott.
Lord.
Foster Lord, yeah, thanks. I had Lord Foster. I'm like, wait a minute. had that backwards. So he has 2 carries for 8 yards. Busick throwing the football, 8 of 17 the first half, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, 74 yards of passing. Jax Mattern, 2 for 3 for 18 yards. And leading receiver for Shanley, Justin Ajayo has 4 catches for 37 yards. Jake Kraft, 4 grabs for 13 yards to lead the way. David Holcraft and Ajayo had touchdown receptions from Busick in that first half. Shanley punted it twice. They were penalized twice, and Shanley, they just couldn't take care of the football. They had 2 fumbles in the first quarter, or a Mattern fumble, but a lot of bobbled snaps and rolled snaps and different things that set Shanley back. And then you had the Hudson Sheldon interception late in the first half. So Shanley officially 2 turnovers in the first half. Mandan led individually and offensively in that first half by Hudson Sheldon. 59 yards on the ground, including a touchdown, and Sheldon chucks 3 TD passes in that first half with his 164 yards passing on 10 of 18. And also Brody Skalski ran it 8 times for 27 yards. Lee Alderin productive with his 3 carries for 19 yards. Jensen Schultz has 5 catches for 51 yards. And Tristan Ulmer, all he does is catch TD, folks. 3 catches, 90 yards, and 2 touchdowns in the first half for Tristan Ulmer. The only black mark for the Mandan Braves in the first half. They punted it just 2 times, but they were penalized 9 times. I didn't even take a chance to add all of them up because it's about 100 yards and penalties in the first half for the Mandan Braves. But the offense was clicking for the Braves much of that first half. There's your Magic Towing first half numbers.
Well, good job, TD, as we can update you on our BNC Bank scoreboard on some scores in the AAA side. Legacy over West Fargo 14-0. That's at halftime. West Fargo Shan defeats Williston 39-12. North at the end of the half leads. Bismarck High leads North 34-0. And Davies with 8 minutes left in the third is all over Century 21-7. Hey TD, how about this for your opening night matchup on the Class A side of things, where you've got
Kindred and Velva.
You've got the defending state champions Kindred. Velva, Garrison, Drink, Animos, 8 minutes left in the third, 7-6. Kindred leads that one in Kindred.
Those 2 teams could be playing again in November.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. So lots of football. It's opening night here in North Dakota across the state. Glad to have you aboard here for our first AAA game of the year on the PSP Network. Our Magic Towing Intermission Report rolls on with more after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Brought to you by PSP Network. It's game day.
Welcome back to our Magic Towing Intermission Report. Some of those first half highlights for you on that big hit there by the Mandan Braves, Skalski, which resulted in a late hit call. And, I mean, boy, you look at that one, and that was a violent hit there as both teams have made their way back out onto the field as Mandan leads this 27-14 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to our Magic Towing Intermission Report. Magic Towing, remember the number I call Magic Towing. We need a tow, no job too big or small. It's Magic Towing. Put this number in your phone now, 701-509-4011. It's Magic Towing serving western North Dakota. Well, Todd, talk about scoring at the end of the half, particularly when your opponent receives the football coming out of the halftime break.
Yeah, big. You know, it's the first time I've ever done the halftime stats, propping the door open just to get a breeze into the press box. You mentioned that.
This time of the year, my friend, there's a lot of firsts.
Yeah. You know, you mentioned that Velva, Drake, Animus, Garrison, and Kindred game, and there was a lot of folks that thought those two teams would play for a state championship last year, but Trinity went into Velva in the semifinals and upset the Aggies, and now Velva looked at their schedule in their region and said, hey, we got to find a good team to play non-conference early season. Well, I guess they picked a pretty good one.
Yeah, they didn't do too bad there.
Go to the home of the defending state champions.
Yep. Well, we're about ready to start the second half as...
And Velva's got a lot of guys back.
Yes, they do. Led by their Ben Shep and Eigelhart.
Bodine.
Bodine.
Yeah, they got a lot of dudes back.
Mo's going to kick it away, and Ajeo is going to field it at about his 9. Oh, and he put his knee down. Oh, not away. You wanted to start this second half as Ajeo got a kick start, but in doing so, he put the knee on the ground. And so the Deacons are going to start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10, and they're going to say it's right at the 9-yard line.
Yeah, that's one of those plays that when you go through film study on Monday and you see that one, you're just going to be like, Coach, can you just fast forward that one?
Yep. I don't want to look at that one anymore.
Yep.
As Busick will start at quarterback here in this second half, as he's got trips to his left side. Lone back alongside him, that's Jager. Busick throws it out in the flat. Ajeo catches, turns upfield. Oh, good close there by the Mandan Braves. I believe that was Skalski on the stop there, and that's going to be a loss of about 3 on the play. But what a great defensive play there by the Mandan Braves.
Skalski says, hey, you PSP cats, of all the highlights you could have pulled in the first half, you pull my big hit that got me a penalty, I'm going to make a play here to start the second half.
Loss of 2, they say, 2nd down and 12 as Busick, the left-hander, barks out the signals for the Deacons. Now they motion out of the backfield. Busick looks left. Now he's on the move to his right. Throws across his body, and it's going to be picked off at the 35. Skalski at the 30. 25-20. That's a block, and that's out of bounds at the 15, but they're going to bring this one back as that was a blind hit there by the Mandan Braves, and that was Logan Renner as he just laid out the Shanley defender on the blind hit. So a good return on the interception is going to bring this one back.
Well, so a couple things to unpack there. First, you got Busick scrambling to his right, and he's a left-hander, so he had to throw that one across his body into the breeze, and so that thing just fluttered. And then Skalski with big back-to-back plays here, and he makes the pick, and then had a pretty good return brewing. They would have been in the Serve Pro red zone until the blindside hit there by Renner, but still, Mandan turns over Shanley for the 3rd time tonight.
Yes, they do. So the Mandan Braves will have it 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line after the penalty on the blind side hit there by the Braves. Ulmer and Schultz go wide right. Slot, that's Sheldon left. Skalski dots the I behind quarterback Hudson Sheldon. Skalski come left, cuts inside, breaks the tackle. He's across the 35 all the way down to the 30 and falls forward to the 29-yard line, and that's a good play there on 1st down. Making the stop was David Holcraft for the Deacons. 2nd down and 4 after the gain of 6 for the Mandan Braves. They lead 27-14 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Hey, BNC Bank, your life is busy. We'll make manage your money easy with locations in North Dakota and Arizona. Visit BNC Bank online, BNC.bank. 2nd down and 4 for Sheldon. Same formation. Doug Sheldon in the slot to the left. Now he motions to the right. Sheldon barks out the signals. Back to pass, under pressure, steps away from it, on the move, trying to get to the outside, breaks a tackle, breaks another one, and the flag comes down as they're going to get a holding call on the edge. I think that was Doug Sheldon.
Yeah, it's either a hold or a block in the back, and again, out by the numbers. It was subtle, but he just gave him a little two-arm touch in the back and just got the outside linebacker out of the play, so that'll set Mandan back.
Well, and that's, what is that, penalty number 11, Todd?
Number 10.
Number 10?
Number 10, yep.
Illegal block in the back. On the offense, number 43. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
When did they start announcing the numbers on the penalties in high school?
I don't remember.
They used to just say block in the back.
I must have been asleep when they started doing that one.
No.
So Mandan now finds themselves all the way back at the Shanley 39-yard line.
Well, and with the 10 penalties withstanding here, it really hasn't slowed down Mandan.
No.
I mean, you'd think that would stymie a few drives here and there, but the Braves have been efficient.
So Sheldon comes out. Aldern in the backfield now for... He gets the ball, goes to the right side, and he gets it back to the original line of scrimmage. I was told you I'd be kindly informed by, I was told it's his cousin.
Oh, his cousin, all right.
And it's my cousin. He goes, and then I'm not that old. So my deepest apologies. So now bring up 3rd down and 11 as he was about a yard short of the sticks.
But the contrasting styles here. I mean, Shanley never huddles. They run a play about every 10 seconds. And Mandan, they're just running the play clock down.
Yep, taking their time. Play clock at, we'll get out of the live intermission there. Sheldon back to pass, looking across the middle. He throws it over the top, up for grabs, and it's going to be incomplete. Kraft on the coverage there. Also Holcraft on the coverage for Shanley, and the intended receiver.
I think it was Braden Bosch.
Was it Bosch? Yeah, I think it was Bosch.
And that was one that Hudson Sheldon, I mean, yeah, it's 3rd and long, but still, that's about a 30-70 ball. 30% chance that your guy's going to catch it, and about 70 that thing's going to be picked off. But if it would have been, I mean, they're going to pin him inside the 5. So
interesting play call here now on 4th and 11 from the Shanley 36. Todd Sheldon's going to go for it.
Let's see if they can take that Shanley turnover and turn into points.
Twins to Sheldon's left, single receiver to his right. Sheldon straight drop, looking. Now he's flushed. Now he tries to get. No, he runs away from one, and he throws it down. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Schultz. Oh, he dropped it at the pylon. Schultz was wide open, and he dropped it.
And the first guy to run down there and say, hey, shake it off, Hudson Sheldon. You got the next one, man. But there was a broken coverage. On 4th and long, again, Sheldon.
There was nobody. Kraft was about 10 yards away from him.
At their own 36-yard line.
On a Ryan Family Dealership replay. So now we have 1st and 10 for the Deacons from their own 36. Jax Mattern in the ball game now. He completes a pass on the Shanley sideline. Zabel on the reception.
Number 1, Zabel.
And we hadn't seen
gain of 7 there.
We hadn't seen Jax Mattern a lot. I mean, he got some time in that first half, but then all of a sudden he didn't play a whole lot.
Reminder, we'll have our planning team financial advisor Shots Crossroads post-game report. Here comes a bubble screen. Here's Zabel. Ooh, he just about broke through, but he's got the first down out near midfield. Planning team financial advisors helping clients work toward financial freedom. And Shots Crossroads, your post-game headquarters. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. 1st and 10 now. Shanley on the move. Ball spot on their own 49-yard line. Mattern back to pass. Mattern looking downfield. Mattern flushed. Throws it underneath, and it's going to be incomplete, intended for Zabel. And what do we got here? We got some extracurricular activity going on behind the play. Mandan Braves helmet was ripped off.
For number 39, young Mark.
And in on that scuffle there, that was Joey Jager.
Yeah, and for Mandan, it was. I don't have a 62.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't see one either. They throw it in the flat. Zabel catches it up the near sideline, and Zabel.
Pass is complete to Zabel.
It's going to be short of the first down.
Number 21, Skelski.
Skelski makes a stop, so it'll be 3rd down and 2. Mattern. Zabel drops it in the flat. Same play.
Obviously, one of the things they talked about at halftime was we got to get the ball to Kai Zabel. He was shut out.
Yeah,
he didn't have a catch in the first half.
No.
Got 3 here, and then it had a drop.
So now 4th down and 1 from the Mandan 42. Mattern claps his hand. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. There comes another one. Yep. And now that's going to be offsetting penalties there.
Well, Leighton Giggy, he took his 260-pound frame and just tea-kettled the center, and then somebody took exception to it for Shanley. And
I think it was
it the center, Johnson?
Narodi.
Oh.
The left guard, I think, then tea-kettled Gigi.
Well,
they got to offset, don't they?
You got a zebra convention trying to figure this one out.
Oh, no.
Got offsides on the defense, number 63, followed by dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 61 on the offense. Both fouls will be enforced in succession, results in a first down.
Oh, so they marked that off as a first down as.
So you get the penalty because that's then you have a dead ball. And
yep.
So yeah, okay.
Yep. That's exactly what happened. Now Shanley's all the way back at the 48-yard line. Mattern back to pass. He's under pressure, and he throws it in the flat, and it's going to be incomplete.
Mattern's pass intended for
Valvoline Instant Oil changes locations in Minot and Bismarck. Find us online at VIOC.com. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. And Planet Pizza, hey, there's no pizza like it. Try the Blue Buffalo or plain cheese at Planet Pizza. Your mouth and belly will thank you. Call now, 701-852-1700. Planet Pizza is serving the Magic City for over 25 years. A little jump pass and to Jager, and he's going to be brought down. Big number 63, Gigi, on the coverage there and the stop after the jump pass, and that'll be spotted.
Number 4, Jager. Tackle made by 63, Gigi.
Be 3rd down and 8 now for Shanley. Mattern rolling to his right, throws back across the middle, and it's going to be broken up. Skalski again. Intended for Holcraft on a great play there by Skalski at the 40-yard line.
He's made some plays today, hasn't he?
He certainly has.
Mattern just looking for that deep slant, maybe an in cut. And obviously Shanley's going to go for it.
Yep, 4th down and 8, 7:28 to go here. 3rd quarter of play on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Mattern, look, he's under pressure. Mattern, he's going to be incomplete as he tried to find a J.O., and he goes incomplete as he threw it under pressure, and Shanley turns it over on downs.
Yeah, good pressure by Austin Bay, and then you had the coverage from Mildenberger. Good all-around play there for the Mandan defense, turning over Shanley on downs.
Reminder, we'll have our Sport Clips MVP of the game after this one. Sport Clips will keep you looking your best. Check in online with the hairstyles today at sportclips.com. And also our Jobbers Moving and Storage Move of the Game, brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. They can help you move across town or across the country. Locations in Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Find them online at jobberswarehouse.com. Here's Sheldon on 1st and 10 from the midfield stripe for the Braves. Sheldon options it. Skalski breaks a tackle, spins into Shanley territory. Still on his feet at the 45 and works his way down to the 42, maybe 43, 42-yard line. Going to be a couple yards short, a gain of 8 there. On the stop was Youngmark for the Deacons.
Gabe Dandron also in there on assist. Brody Skalski now, Scott. 8 carries, 41 yards in the contest for Skalski.
Well, he's played a good, like you said, Todd, all around. He's played a good all-around football game.
Physical the entire football game from his free safety position and been running hard.
Mandan not in any hurry with that 13-point lead on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Play clock drips to 6. Sheldon, hands off. Alderin, and he can't break free. I think he's going to be short. It'll be a gain of 1 as he got up to the 39-yard line. So 3rd and 1 now for Mandan. And quickly now Mandan to the line of scrimmage. They stack the box of the Deacons. Sheldon keeps it, throws it on. Oh, and he throws it incomplete to Schultz. As he threw it ahead of him, and Schultz kind of stopped. And so now what will Todd Sheldon do here on 4th down and 1 from the Shanley?
I guarantee you later in the season that'll be a completion for Mandan.
Yep.
They just weren't on the same page because Schultz was wide open, and Sheldon, I just thought he thought he was going to continue that route to the boundary, and Schultz kind of cut it off, and they just couldn't connect.
So 4th down and 1 from the 41-yard line of the Deacons. Sheldon looks right, signals right. Now they snap it. Sheldon back to pass. He's going over the top. He's got a man out there. It's caught. Schultz, touchdown, Mandan.
Number 5, Schultz.
The Riverboat Gambler, Todd Sheldon on 4th and 1, goes for the downs, and they hit it.
A 42-yard pitch and catch, Sheldon to Schultz.
BNC National Bank will be making another $50 donation.
There's the back end of that as Schultz had a step on Kraft, and into the end zone he goes. And tack on 6 more for the Mandan Braves.
Yeah, how about that? 4th and 1. Everybody in the building's thinking that, hey, Mandan's just going to run it and smash it up there in the middle, and they went for the seam route.
Mo on for the extra point. Snap, hold down, kick is up. Oh, he hits the crossbar. The kick is no good. 6:11 to go. Open 3rd quarter play on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Mandan 33, Shanley 14. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
ServPro brings hope. With expertise in Minot and Bismarck, we don't just restore homes, we rebuild lives.
Well, Todd, like you said, for all intents and purposes, you thought Mandan was just going to run it, jam it down the middle, and boom, there comes a big 42-yard touchdown pass to Jensen Schultz, and Mandan now leads at 33-14 on the BNC Bank scoreboard.
Yeah, they turned that Brody Skalski pick into points for the Braves.
Oh, that goes through the legs of Ajeo, and he's got to go all the way back, and it goes into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And
goes into the end zone for a touchback.
The Deacons are going to start 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. 33-14, they trail. Hey, Presswich Orthodontics specializes in braces and Invisalign for all ages. They offer 0% finance and free consultations, virtual or in office. Enjoy professional treatment, a fun, relaxed atmosphere. Check them out at minotbraces.com. 1st and 10 now for the Deacons from their own 20-yard line. Mattern in there, throws it. Quick pass out into the flat. Caught and upfield goes Jake Kraft.
What's up?
Tackle made by number 82, Buttman.
What?
Gain of 11, 1st and 10, Shanley.
Mattern. Hitch and go. He's got Kraft out there, and he overthrows him at the 38-yard line. On the coverage there was Ian Buttman. So that'll bring up a
covered by number 82, Buttman.
2nd down and 10 after the 1st down. Quickly to the line of scrimmage, Mattern. Again, back to pass, under pressure, throws it short, caught. And on the move there, that was Corbin Youngmark. And Youngmark gets it out across the 35 down to the 37-yard line. So bring up 3rd down.
Gain of 6,
and about 4 to go. Oh, boy. Everybody started moving, but the center didn't snap the football.
Are you saying that everybody knew the snap count except for the center?
That's what I'm saying.
That's a problem. And Jax Mattern now has been exclusively at QB here in the second half for Shanley, Scott, and he's now 7 of 14 throwing the football for 56 yards.
3rd down and 9 from the Deacon 32-yard line. Mattern looks out in the flat, and it's going to be completed and turning upfield and run out of bounds at the 25-yard line. That was completed to Foster Lord. So it'll be 4th down and about 7 to go for the Deacons. Now they throw it again. Here's Lord again, turning upfield, up the sideline, and he's got the 1st down. Does Foster Lord. Oh, it's going to be close.
Yeah,
based on the spot.
Oh,
they're going to give it to him. Okay.
25, Lord.
Well, they needed 6, and he got exactly that, right?
Ritz. So 1st down, Shanley.
Mattern back to pass, throws it down the near sideline, and it's going to be incomplete, but we're going to have pass interference on the coverage there for Mandan. That was Lanier. That was intended for Kai Zabel.
On the defense, number 39. 15-yard
Clock stops with 5:06 to go here in quarter number 3. (33-14) our score on the BNC Bank scoreboard.
And we're a broken record tonight about the penalties, but that's now a dozen on the Mandan Braves.
First and 10 from the 44. Now they throw it. Here's Lord again. He turns upfield, breaks a tackle. He's got 1st down and more up that sideline. And Shanley's found something with that play, Todd, as goes for positive yards again, and he's going to have a 1st down Nearing the Serve Pro red zone are the Fargo Shanley Deacons. Clock stops with 5:01. I think 5 seconds stripped off the clock there.
Well, this is how. Well, there's a penalty flag.
Oh, there was a flag. I didn't see it.
The 40-yard line, maybe a block in the back, maybe.
Holding.
Nope, holding.
Offense,
oh, well, this is Shanley's offense, though, right? I mean, you saw this ran to perfection last year. As that's why Jordan Leininger led the state in receiving. I mean, he caught over 100 balls, and many of them were exactly like that. He was that guy that they just threw those kind of extended runs, handoffs, just flip it out to him, let him make plays.
So first down and 16 now. Mattern looks left. Now he's got a man right. He throws it into coverage. It's going to be incomplete. Pass interference is going to be called as a jail. The intended receiver, and they're going to get Casper Holcup on the pass interference.
I don't know about that one.
On the defense,
I mean,
7. 15-yard penalty from the
it's got to be a situation where the receiver has a chance to catch the football, right? I mean, because Ajayo, there was no chance he was going to catch that.
No, there was not.
There was contact there, but the ball was 4 yards behind him.
So they up a 1st and 1.
So now it'll be a 1st and 1 after the 15-yard penalty. Oh, and they're going to lose yardage there as they hand it off to Lord, and he's going to be stood up. Austin Bay making the stop. It'll be a loss of a couple, so now it'll be a 2nd down and 3 to go.
First contact by number 55 Bay.
Mattern back to pass, looking, throws across the middle. He's got a man. Caught, Zabel into the end zone. Touchdown, Kai Zabel. A 35-yard strike from Mattern to Kai Zabel, and Shanley is back on the board.
Well, and that was a beautiful play.
As we try and take a look at that one on our Ryan Family Dealership replay.
For a 35-yard.
I mean, you talk about just setting it up, get to the top of your drop, and boom, that was a laser beam by Jax Mattern, right on the money. And Zabel's been making plays here in the second half for Shanley.
And 2-point conversion coming here. Mattern rolling to his right, sets, and it's going to be batted away. Hang on a second. Another flag in the back of the end zone.
Mattern's pass is
I was looking at he was throwing that to Busick.
There's a flag on the play.
And we're going to have, it appears it's going to be against Mandan.
Yeah, but can he call interference if it was batted down at the line?
I don't know.
Personal foul. Number 43 of the defense. Hit on a defenseless player. Half the distance to the goal. Replay the try.
Oh, okay. Hit on a defenseless player. Okay. So here we go again. We're going to try it again now. Busick is back in there at the quarterback spot. Lord standing alongside him. Busick rolling to his left. Now he's under pressure. Now he fires, and it's going to be caught. I believe that was Kraft, and it was, and the 2-point conversion is good. 4:25 to go, third quarter of play. Mandan 33, Shanley 22, back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
I love working with people.
We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, PNC.
Well, just like that, Shanley's cut this back to 11.
For the Braves is number 39, Lanier.
With 4:25 to go, third quarter of play on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Todd Domres, Scott Woodmansee with you. Glad to have you aboard on the PSP Network.
And you talk about getting in rhythm. I mean, Jax Mattern, 7 completions on that drive. And he got Kai Zabel going. He got Jake Kraft involved. Foster Lloyd caught a couple passes, and then obviously the big TD to Zabel, and then the 2-point hit. Shanley right back in this thing.
Yes, they certainly are. Low squiving kick, fielded at the 25, 30. That's Skolsky. 35, spinning out of tackles and brought down.
Number 31, Trevino.
Oh, sorry, that's Trevino on the return.
Yeah, nice little run there by DJ. He was high stepping, he was spinning, he was bouncing off of tacklers.
Return is
UPS store located at South Broadway. Minot is open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 7, and Saturday, 10:30 to 3. The UPS store located in the Marketplace Foods Plaza for all your packing and shipping needs. 1st and 10 for the Braves from their own 38-yard line. Sheldon, slot left, twins right. Sheldon down the line option, slips out of one tackle on the move, 40. Sheldon at the 45, and he's written down there on the stop. Number 52 there that's Max Sorensen.
Well, that was an option play where you didn't have the best quarterback to pitchman relationship there. But how do you, when Sheldon is doing his thing, if you're the running back, how do you kind of keep in contact with him, because you have no idea
which way he's going.
Exactly.
So again, a 7 there by Hudson Sheldon that brings up a 2nd down and 3 for Mandan. Sheldon, here's Alderman over the left side, and Alderman's got the 1st down as he had to get across the 48, and I believe he did out to the 49-yard line. Yep, they moved the chains.
Yeah, the guy who made that play, great seal block there by Doug Sheldon. He was the motion guy, and then he just sealed off that edge and allowed Sorensen just to knife his way for 4 and they needed to get 3 for a 1st down.
Clock drips to 3:20 left to go here. 3rd quarter of play. Sheldon taking his time, 8 on the play clock. Sheldon hands off. Alderman over the left side eludes one tackle, but then he's going to be stood up there. Almost, I thought they were going to throw a flag there. It looked like there was some motion there by Mandan, but C.J. Johnson makes a stop there for Shanley, and they're going to say it's no gain. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for Mandan. They lead it 33-22 on the BNC Bank scoreboard.
About this opening night for Hudson Sheldon. He's got a rushing touchdown and 66 yards, and he's thrown for 4 and 206 yards passing tonight. It's a pretty good debut.
Not a bad start. 2nd and 10 now. Alderman going left. Oh, he slipped through the left side there. Dives into Shanley territory, and they're going to spot him down at the 49-yard line.
I guess we'll give Max Sorensen the tackle there. But
yeah, I don't know. I think Alderman just tackled himself.
3rd and 7.
3rd down and 7 now for Mandan. 2:10 left to go here.
They make Coach Sheldon make him happier just to have a little time-consuming drive here and eat up some time and pick up 1st downs.
Buttman in motion. Sheldon, straight drop. Here comes pressure from Busick on the backside. Sheldon, he throws it up, and it's going to be out of bounds as Busick was coming hard from the backside, and now he and Sheldon are having a little chit-chat session here on the Mandan sideline.
Well, and what happened there was Sheldon was such a vulnerable position when he stopped to throw that thing, and Busick just drilled him right into the Mandan bench, and that got the ire of the Braves faithful. Clean hit. I mean, it was just one of those where the quarterback's in an awkward position, right?
Yeah, it'll be 4th down and 7, and I think Todd Sheldon's going to punt the football. And he better hurry up as the play clock is down to 9.
Oh, we got a fire drill here on both sides.
Yeah, we do. Low snap. And that's a pretty good job there. And running up is Zabel on the move, and he's brought down at the 35-yard line. Boy, there's a lot of things happening on that play right there.
I mean, a rolling snap. Ulmer looked like a shortstop. And then I don't know how he got that. the guy was there. He just he almost kicked it around him.
Kicked it around him, yeah.
But that was almost disaster for Mandan. Mandan hasn't turned it over tonight, but, man, they've been close.
Well, now the Deacons will have the football trailing this one by 11, a minute 35 to go in the third.
Ends up only being a 23-yard punt, but still, I mean, it could have been a lot worse.
Looks like Mandan is in at the quarterback spot, and he's going to throw it in the flat to a J.O., and the ball's tipped up and into the hands of the incomplete.
Well, the Shanley quarterbacks have both. Oh, no, Mandan actually just threw his 19th pass of the contest. Busick has also passed 18 times, so they're going to both need an ice bath on the arm tomorrow.
Second down and 10 now for Shanley. Mandan rolling to his right, sets, fires out in the flat, caught Kraft right at midfield, and he's ridden down there by Jensen Schultz. Jake Kraft picks up the first down, and quickly to the line of scrimmage comes Fargo Shanley, and they're on the move.
The gain is to the Mandan 49-yard line, 1st and 10, Shanley.
Mandan back to pass, looking right, and he's got Kraft out there, throws to the sideline, and they're going to say, nope, he was out of bounds.
Yeah, that was a great play because Kraft came down with that, and then while he was airborne, Schultz just dislodged him out of bounds.
Yep. And Troy Mandan came on the field. He wanted to say that his player was pushed out of bounds. May have had a decent argument, but nonetheless, it's 2nd and 10 for the Deacons. Trips left. The J.O. floats out. Looking at him. Mandan now throws back across the middle, and yep, we're going to get a holding call in the secondary against the Braves as Zabel was trying to break free. But the man-end defender held on too long. No, that was not Zabel. That was actually Landon Howe, who got held there.
Yeah, Cooper Anderson playing a little nickel package there for Mandan, and he was the one who got tangled up with Howe. And, well, does anybody want to know how many penalties that is now on Mandan?
Oh, it's got to be about 15, doesn't it?
Officially 15. Good guess. Good guess, partner. Actually, I should say unofficially. After when you get that many, I mean, I might have missed one or two.
1st and 10 now. Here's Mandan. He throws it out. A J.O. catches it in space. Oh, and he got tripped up there. Good open field tackle. That's Skolsky. And now Skolsky limping to the sideline.
That would be a big loss when he can't come out.
No, he can't.
Not enough time.
Nope.
Now they just tell him to lay down.
By 21, Skolsky.
Probably.
Yeah. Yep, now Skolsky goes down, and we're going to have, and it's going to be a timeout, a Ryan Family Dealership timeout on the field. We'll take them as well. 51 seconds ago, quarter number 3, Mandan 33, Shanley 22, back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
To this. With Shaw's Crossroads Fuel to Food Reward Program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a Fuel Tracker card from any of our C-Store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the Fuel Tracker card to record your gallons. Once you reach 1,000 gallons, you'll be eligible for a $10 gift card to Shaw's Crossroads Restaurant. Start earning your rewards today at Shaw's Crossroads.
To fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it.
Drop it.
We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is... Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips.
Mandan's pass is complete in the flat to Zabel. Shanley on the move again. 1st and 10, ball spotted to 26. Mandan back to pass. Mandan on the left side. He's got a man out there. Oh, and it's dropped by Zabel as he had Buttman beat on that far sideline.
Yeah. So Shanley almost lulls you to sleep, right? I mean, it's dink it here, little pass, little pass, little pass,
and wham,
bing, and then they try to hit you with that route, and they had a step that time.
2nd down and 10. Mandan throws it in the flat. A J.O. catches, slips a couple tackles, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds. Buttman over there as well. I think Skolsky. Clock stops with 20 seconds to play. Mattern, hitch and go. He's going downfield. Zabel caught, touchdown. Nope, I stand corrected. That's not Zabel. That's David Holcraft. So Shanley, another quick strike, and
for a 26-yard Shanley touchdown.
Now it's getting interesting.
Well, all of a sudden you got a Jax Mattern sighting here in the second half. I mean, he is absolutely lighting up the Mandan Braves.
Yes, he is. Well, they're going to say, was he? Oh, they counted it. Okay.
Yep, 2-point conversion.
Yep, okay. 2-point conversion. Busick, he's going to keep it, and he's going to be swarmed under, and the 2-point conversion is no good with 15 seconds to go on the BNC Bank scoreboard. 15 seconds to go, quarter number 3. Mandan 33, Shanley 28. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Across the town or across the country, we know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
Well, 26-yard touchdown pass from Jax Mattern. As you said, there's a Jax Mattern sighting to David Holcraft, and 2-point conversion failed. So Mandan now leads it by 5 with 15 seconds to play here in quarter number 3.
And Jax Mattern attempted 3 passes in the first half, and now he's got 24. So he's thrown it 21 times here in the third quarter alone.
Returned from the 10, 20, 25, and stood up at the 27-yard line.
Returned by number 5, Schultz.
Jensen Schultz on the return for Mandan. 9 seconds to play here in quarter number 3.
Looks like the breeze almost has shifted to be almost straight across the field now. Like it's almost like straight out of the east, and so I was kind of thinking Mandan might still have the wind at their back here for just throw one deep here to take advantage of it, but I don't think it really matters anymore. It's just across the field.
Sheldon on 1st and 10 from his own 29-yard line. Mandan needs to try to generate some offense here in this drive. This might be, here's a hitch and go. Now he throws it across the middle. He's got Schultz caught midfield. Look good, he's gone. 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Mandan. One play, pay dirt. Hudson Sheldon to Schultz.
For a 71-yard.
71 yards to the house.
And there you see it on our Ryan Family Dealership replay, the hitch and go, and he beat the defender, and away he went.
There is a flag on the play.
Hold the phone here now, as they say.
I think there's going to be, it's got to be some sort of post-touchdown celebration, something. I mean, time has expired here in the third quarter, so we'll see.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, number 5 of the offense. The result of the play is a touchdown.
He must have did the gritty.
50-yard penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
They're going to assess that on the kickoff.
Yeah, okay, so.
How about that answer?
One play.
Just when it seemed like Shanley had taken all the momentum back and cut this thing to a 5-point game, Mandan with 9 seconds left in the quarter, an absolute dart from Hudson Sheldon right in the face mask of Jensen Schultz.
Stride.
And then he made the safety miss, and there was nobody that was going to catch Jensen Schultz.
That's 71 yards?
71 yards, yes, sir.
Well, and now Mandan's going to go for 2. Here's Sheldon. Sheldon's going to keep it, turns it upfield, tiptoes it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. Tack on 2 more, and at the end of quarter number 3 on the BNC Bank scoreboard, Mandan 41, Shanley 28, back for the final 12 after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Or planning for farm or business succession. Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Well, there you get a good look at downtown Mandan on a cooling Friday night.
Yeah, a little Dykeshorn Park action there, right downtown Mandan.
Dykeshorn Park as Mandan strikes to end quarter number 3, and they make it 41-28 on the BNC Bank scoreboard on a 71-yard touchdown pass from Hudson Sheldon to Jensen Schultz. And now Mull will kick it away, and this, due to the penalty, he'll be kicking it from his 25. Pretty good kick. Ajao is going to take it at his 20. On the move, 25, 30, 35. And slips tackles, 40, still on his feet. And he's out to the 45-yard line. Goes Justin Ajao. On the stop there was Ethan Ressler.
Made by number 15, Ressler.
So Shanley and Jack Smattern, who's really taken over the quarterback helm now for Fargo Shanley, finds themselves down 13
Shanley 45-yard line.
as we start the fourth and final quarter. Mattern, quick pass to the sideline, caught at midfield, and turning up on the reception was Kraft.
Mattern's pass complete to number 21, Kraft.
The other thing this short passing game has done, Scott, is completely neutralized the Mandan rush, right? I mean, they're not getting any pressure at all on Jack Smattern. He's just playing catch back there.
Oh, boy, they tried to throw a trick play, a little trick play there to Zabel. Almost was picked off.
By number 5, Schultz.
Well, that's going to be a loss all the way back to the 48.
Yeah, and Jensen Schultz just sniffed that out, right?
2nd and 14. Mattern throws to the sideline, caught Kraft and breaks one tackle, can't break another one, and then he gets
pass complete to number
ridden down there.
Kraft.
Stays in bounds. So now to bring up a 3rd down and 7 to go for Shanley. Mattern looks left, fires underneath. That's going to be caught by Holcraft, and Holcraft
pass complete to number 6, Holcraft.
Stopped shy of the 35-yard line. Big play here, 4th down.
By 55, Bay.
Shanley not even thinking about it. They're right back to the line of scrimmage. The Braves faithful on their feet. Oh, and then we're going to get encroachment, I do believe. What do we have here? I thought Mandan moved.
Well, they must not have got in the neutral zone.
No, they changed the play. 4th down, and we'll call it 3 to go. Mattern, little hitch and go. He's looking across the middle over the top. Incomplete. And Mattern throws it over the head of the intended receiver, Busick. And the Mandan Braves hold on 4th down.
And, you know, there was that little trick play was what kind of set Shanley back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They were against the chains then, and they went for, on 4th and short, they went for 2 double moves, and Mattern just had that one sail on him a little bit.
So now Mandan gets it back with 10:20 to go. They lead at 41-28 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Reminder, we're going to have our planning team financial advisor Shots Crossroads post-game report coming up. We'll also have our Sport Clips MVP of the game and our Jobbers Moving and Storage move of the game. Sheldon's going to have Alderaan. Alderaan slips through a couple of tackles and gets it out to the 41-yard line. A good gain on first down. And more importantly, Todd, the clock continues to run, but we've got a flag on the play.
Penalty flag on the play.
It's going to be a holding against Mandan, it appears. That's the initial indication.
Holding. On the offense, number 56.
There's been times tonight that Mandan just can't get out of their own way. That's 17 penalties. How can you win a game when you have 17 penalties called against you?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, you forced 3 turnovers. That's a good start.
Yeah.
And your quarterback's thrown for 5 touchdowns.
That adds to it.
I guess that neutralizes the 17 penalties.
Neutralizes 17 penalties. But I'm guessing that's going to be discussed this coming week.
Yeah, win or lose.
So after the penalty, it'll be 1st and 20 now. Ball spotted all the way back at the 27-yard line as Sheldon is back to pass. He's looking down the near side. He throws it up. He's got Ulmer in double coverage, and it's going to be tipped incomplete. Busick along with Zabel on the coverage.
48 Ulmer.
As I'm not so sure if Busick isn't there. Ulmer doesn't catch another one.
And 1 Zabel.
Well, and that's the thing that Shanley's done in the second half that allowed him to get back in the game was they've neutralized Tristan Ulmer here in the second half. He hasn't caught a pass. I mean, they've been walling him up and sending doubles at him, but the guy who's came alive has been Jensen Schultz. I mean, he's got 2 TD passes in the second half, got 3 in the game, and all of a sudden Schultz has 164 yards receiving.
2nd down and 20 now for Sheldon. Sheldon fakes it. Oh, now he pitches it. Alderin's got a fall on it, and he does. As that could have been disastrous there for the Mandan Braves. And it still was disastrous, but they didn't turn it over, and now they've got it 3rd down and a whole bunch.
Well, the only good thing about that, Scott, was you didn't turn it over and the clock's running. That is the only 2 good things about that play.
Yep, exactly.
Loss of 3. Third and 23.
Now Sheldon comes in on 3rd down and 23.
Not too many things in the playbook for 3rd and 23.
You don't go over this one very often in practice, do you?
Nope.
We'll see what Mandan elects to do here. Play clock down to 2, and Todd Sheldon wants a Ryan Family Dealership timeout. We'll take one as well. 8:53 to go in the ball game on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Mandan 41, Shanley 28. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
To this. With Shaw's Crossroads Fuel to Food Reward Program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a fuel tracker card from any of our C-Store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the fuel tracker card to record your gallons. Once you reach 1,000 gallons, you'll be eligible for a $10 gift card to Shaw's Crossroads Restaurant. Start earning your rewards today at Shaw's Crossroads.
Well, Todd Sheldon wisely takes the timeout. Northern Plains Heating and Air has over 25 years of experience as your heating and air experts. As a factory authorized dealer for AeroSeal, there's no other choice to seal your heating and air game other than Northern Plains Heating and Air. Find them online at northern-plains.com. Here we go. 3rd down and a whole bunch for the Mandan Braves. Trips left, single receiver to the short side. Sheldon directing traffic. Sheldon back to pass. Sheldon sets in the pocket, looks flushed. Now he's still on the move, way back near his own goal line. Is Sheldon on the move? Pump fakes, eludes 1. 25-30, still on the move to 40 down the sideline. Todd, did you tally up how far he ran on that play, by the way? Backwards and forwards?
It's somewhere in the vicinity of about 60 yards. It's going to end up being I got to do some quick math here. It ends up being a 15-yard gain, but it was 3rd and a mile, so you got to punt it away here. But
yeah, I don't know what they were thinking about there either. I
mean, here's the thing that it does, though. You look at those defensive linemen for Shanley, and they're gassed.
Yeah.
I mean, they just chased him for 50 yards. Those guys aren't built to chase somebody for 50 yards.
So Ulmer back to punt it away. on the run. 30. There's Zabel, breaks one tackle, and he's ridden out of bounds at the 42-yard line, is Kai Zabel. So now Shanley will get the football back. That was Bosch on the tackle there.
43-yard line.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for Shanley from their own 43-yard line. They trail at 41-20 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. BNC National Bank. Locations throughout North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona. BNC National Bank provides you with banking, wealth management services for your business and family. Visit BNC Bank online today at bnc.bank. 1st and 10 now. Here's, it looks like Mattern. Yep, I believe Mattern in there at the quarterback spot. Throws it in the flat. Zabel. Oh, they're going to throw hitch and go, and that one's going to be, was that deflected?
Well,
or was that just a bad pass?
It didn't look like there was somebody close enough to deflect it, but didn't that first pass look like it was forward? I mean, did that look like it was a lateral to you? I mean, I'm right on that line of scrimmage, and there was a lot of me that thought that was forward. But
well, the pass was intended for, looked like Foster Lord or Youngmark. Now they throw in the flat. Oh, and right there, pass intended for Zabel, and he's blown up on the sideline. DeAndre Bryant making the stop there, so it'll bring up 3rd down and 10 now for Shanley.
Yeah, DeAndre Bryant, he hasn't got much time at the corner position tonight, but man, he just had to play.
Pressure Mattern, and that goes through the hands of DeAndre Bryant as Mattern was under lots of pressure there, and now to bring up a 4th and 10 now.
5 Soper, tipped by number 28.
For the Deacons. Clock stops at 8:17 to go. Holcraft now flips from the left side to the right side. They go trips right to the Deacons, single receiver the short side. Nope, wasn't in the zone.
I think you got to snap that if you're the center, right?
Yeah. Yep, I agree.
They're all just lobbying like there's no way he wasn't offside.
4th down and 10.
And now the play clock was down to 1, and now Coach Matter, he thought there was an offside there, and now he's gonna get whistled for unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, and now he's been chipping over there on the far sideline, so they're gonna tack on 15 more on that one.
Well, they went to the long count, right? And it was close. Let's just say that was close to getting them to jump offside.
Yeah, it was, and Troy Matter not happy with the officiating crew, but
it's been a pretty clean game for Shanley for penalties. That's just their 3rd. Well, now what do you do?
Well,
you had it 4th and 10, and now you got it 4th and 25. I mean, it's a 2-score game with 8:17 to play, but can you go for it on 4th and 25 from your own 28-yard line? You got to punt it, right?
Oh, you would think so.
Yeah, and to add injury to insult, well, Shanley just had to burn a timeout too, right? Because you were thinking that you were going to get them to jump offside, and then they're trying to then reset the play, and then the play clock ran down. You had to call a timeout, and then you get whistled for an unsportsmanlike, and there was just so many things went wrong there for Shanley.
Well, Busick's in there. Busick is the punter, so we'll see what they elect to do here. Yep, and Busick's going to punt it, and it's going to be a short kick. It's going to take a Mandan roll, and it's going to be out of bounds at the 44-yard line. So that's where Mandan's going to take over, leading this one 41-28. For 50 years, Ryan has been a trusted name for car buyers in Western North Dakota. Shop their entire inventory at driveryan.com or visit one of their 5 locations in Minot and Williston.
Shanley's punted more tonight than they did all last year.
That's just amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Reminder, we'll have our planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroads post-game report coming up after this one.
Let's see if Mandan can avoid the penalty bug here and maybe pick up a couple first downs and keep the clock rolling.
Well, that's what you need to do in this situation right now as Sheldon hands off. Skalski coming near side. Skalski cuts back inside. Stays in bounds. Here comes a flag, and they're going to be a holding call on the outside.
I mean, that's tough because you got your lineman thinking that that's an interior run, and then Skalski bounces it outside, and you got Leighton Giggy that's engaged, and he's going to be the one that gets whistled for the hold.
On the offense, number 63. 10-yard penalty from the spot ball. First down.
What is that unofficially now?
That would be 18.
Okay.
And it's consistent, 9 each half.
Well,
that's a lot. Do you ever remember a team getting 18 penalties?
And being up 41-28? No, I don't. And you want the clock to run. Now the clock stops with 7:58 to go. Now they hand out. Oh, and finding some room up the middle. And back to the sticks. That's Ulmer. No, that was not Tristan Ulmer.
Dougie Sheldon.
That's Dougie Sheldon, the fullback.
Tackle made by
yeah, all of a sudden.
He hadn't carried it much, but yeah.
All of a sudden he comes lumbering through there. Got the penalty yardage back and a couple, so his first carry of the night gets him 12.
Brings up second down and manageable now for Mandan as the clock winds at 7:19 to go. So second down and 8 now for Mandan. Sheldon sends 2 receivers left. Now Sheldon, Doug goes into the slot left. Now they hand off. Skalski cuts left, breaks through, 45-40. Tripped up at the 39-yard line as Skalski stands up, signals first down, move the chains, and it's 1st and 10. Mandan inside Deacon territory. Jake Kraft, the safety, makes a stop for Shanley.
Well, that was just great work. Giggy, Burdine, and Renner, those interior 3, did a whale of a job there because that's the most that's the best running lane that Skalski's had, frankly, anybody's had the whole night.
So it'll be 1st and 10 now for Mandan from the Shanley 37. Mandan leads it 41-28. Handoff. Skalski comes right, cut. Oh, no, that's Alderin. He's got room, 25-20, and he's tripped up there. Is Alderin. So now Mandan electing to do it on the ground.
Tackle made by 28 Ganderin.
Well, you got your secondary guys making tackles, and then that's Mandan just ripped off 17 for Skalski and 18 for Alderin.
Dan Duran makes a stop, and now Mandan's inside the ServPro Red Zone. 24/7 emergency service, trained technicians, advanced technology, fire, water, cleanup, and restoration. It's ServPro. Clock starts. Play clock down to 10. Mandan on the move again. 1st down and 10 from the Deacon 19-yard line. Sheldon to Sheldon. Finding room over the right side. He's dragging tacklers across the 15 down to the 14. C.J. Johnson in there for Shanley, and good play call there on 1st down. They'll give him a gain of 6.
Tackle made by
yeah, you get the flow going strong side, and then you got Sheldon kind of lined up in the slot or that H-back position, and a little misdirection. And Mandan did a good job blocking that on that right side. And, hey, that is a productive 1st down play. Instead of 1st and 20, Mandan picks up 6, and now you're with the chains instead of against the chains.
Yep, now you got a 2nd down and 5 for Mandan.
I think they got a delay.
Yeah, they did. They got a delay game.
Hudson Sheldon lobbying, but I saw zeros. And
delay game on the offense.
Well, they haven't had one of those tonight, so
no.
It's a bingo.
Yep. It's blackout. It's not a bingo, it's blackout.
19 numbers or less, blackout.
Wins you a 2nd down and 10.
So much for being with the chains, and you're
against them. Oh, how the tide turned there. Now it's 2nd down and 10 for Mandan. Ball spotted the 19. Sheldon. Now they motion. Buttman in motion. Alderin going left, cuts inside, now cuts again, now back. And nifty footwork there by the sophomore. Gets it back down to the 14-yard line, but more importantly, what that does is the clock continues to roll with 4:50 to play in the ballgame.
Yeah, this is one of the. I mean, this is what they call the 4-minute drive, right? You want to put the game in the ice box, and you just want to run the football and kind of impose your will and roll the clock. And Mandan's done a lot of that, even with a couple penalties slowing them down. And
well, Bismarck High won 41-0. Now Bismarck High might be home by the time this one ends.
Big opening game for the Demons.
Yeah, it was. 41-28 our score here. 3rd down and 4 for the Braves. Here's Sheldon. Here's Alderin. Sets his blockers up, and he's going to be stood up there for maybe a gain of a yard. C.J. Johnson making the stop.
And also Nick Anderson in there as well. But, you'd be thinking about a field goal maybe to make it a 16-point game, but on 4th and 3, you're probably going for it?
Yeah, I think you're going to go for it here on 4th and 3, and I'm guessing number 10 is going to make something happen with his legs here on this one.
Alderin now's carried it 12 times, Scott, for 58 yards.
Well,
he takes a break as Skalski's now in there.
Play clock down to 3, 2. And they snap it. Sheldon on the move. Trying to get outside of Busick. Sheldon, he fires it over the head. It's going to be incomplete.
I can't tell you how good a job that was for Cade Busick right there to keep Sheldon in the pocket. Because he was wheeling. He went play action there, and he wanted to get to the edge so bad. And just great job by Busick to leverage that up and not let him get out there and then make him throw something off his back foot. Nice play, Shanley.
Well, now Shanley will have the football, trailing this one 41-28 on the BNC Bank scoreboard with 3:27 to go. 2 timeouts left, and Jax Mattern comes back out on the field for Fire Shanley.
Here's the other thing about Hudson Sheldon tonight, Scott. He's only completed 12 passes. He's got 277 yards. That's a pretty good yards per completion.
Mattern throws short. Busick in the wide receiver spot. He's going to try to make things happen.
Mattern's pass is complete.
And the clock continues to wind.
0.
Doug Sheldon Busick on the hit.
Tackle made by 43 Sheldon.
2nd and 5 after the gain of 5 there. Mattern down the left side. He's looking for Zabel, and it's going to be over his head and incomplete. Coverage there by Jensen Schultz.
Number 1, Zabel.
That's with Busick catching his first pass of the night right there, Scott. That's 9 guys who have caught passes tonight for Fargo Shanley. There's some teams that won't have 9 guys have receptions the whole season.
Or get looked at.
Yeah, true that.
Mattern throws it in the flat. Caught a J.O. on the move at the 20. Breaks 1 tackle, 25-30. Turns on the Jets, and he's ridden out of bounds at the 34-yard line. And that'll be enough for a first down. The clock stops. They move the chain. And away we go.
Number 10 Sheldon.
1st and 10 now from the Shanley 33-yard line. Mattern, straight drop, looking over the top, and he's going to go down. There's Zabel caught at 30, and he's ridden out of bounds at the 20-yard line is Kai Zabel. Look out. Nope, that was not Zabel. That was Landon Howe. That was on the far sideline.
Tackle made by number 82 Buttman.
Buttman on the coverage. So first down
to the Mandan 18-yard
inside the Serpro red zone. Now Busick, nope, that's Mattern. Mattern throws across the middle. It's broken up there. Intended for a J.O. Now Skalski's got to come out of the ball game.
Who did you say caught that last one? It was a 52-yarder, but the play before this one?
That was Landon Howe.
Howe, okay, thank you.
Low snap. Mattern's got to go down and get it. He's under pressure. Flag down. He throws it. Ooh, and almost picked off there. It was on the coverage. Lanier.
Flag down. I think that's got to be a hold.
I think it does too.
Lanier.
Holding on the offense, number 54. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay, second down.
And that was almost a pick six.
Yes, it was. Kavion Lanier almost picked that one off and took it back the other way. So now
there's some throws you can get away with from the QB position, throwing them late, but the wide side out is not one of them.
Mandan rolling to his right, sets, flushed. Now he throws it into the end. Oh, boy. And that was – nobody was in the vicinity there.
Pass intended for number 21.
And you got Hudson Sheldon back playing in the secondary now for Mandan. He hasn't been there most of the night.
So 3rd down and 20 now for Shanley as they've got to get this down to the 7-yard line. Mandan. Busick floats out of the backfield. Now they set up a screen. Oh, boy, and that was thrown right into the hands of number 62.
Well, that's the guy we don't know.
Oh, that's...
Mandan's pass intended for number 18, AGO.
And what it might have been Burdine. Maybe was that 52?
Number 62, Peyton Giggy.
Oh, Peyton Giggy, 62.
Oh.
You got Leighton is 63, and Peyton is 62. And Mandan, that's 2 plays in a row where they just about turned it over here and ended the game.
And now Troy Mandan wants a Ryan family leadership timeout on the field. 2:30 to go. We'll take one as well on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Mandan 41, Shanley 28. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
At the conclusion of the game's
Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold up. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
Well, we're officially zeroing in on 2 hours and 40 minutes of high school football.
And there's been no scoring in the 4th quarter.
Nope.
And
4th down and
Shanley, I was thinking, if they could have kept those 2 timeouts and somehow punched it in here, they got a chance, right?
Mandan back to pass. He throws it out in the flat, and Jensen Schultz almost picked it off. It's incomplete. And Mandan holds on downs, and they will get it with 2:25 left to go in the ballgame. Reminder, we'll have Iowa Sport Clips player of the game after this one. Sport Clips will keep you looking your best. Check in online with the hairstyles today at sportclips.com. And our Jobbers Moving and Storage Move of the Game, sponsored by Jobbers Moving and Storage. They can help you move across town or across the country with locations in the Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Find them online at jobberswarehouse.com. And Shanley with only 1 timeout left. And I think first down here. Kindred ended up winning that game, Todd, 13-6. 2 good football teams going at it there. As here comes a blitz, they hand off. There's Skalski over the left side.
Ball carried by number 21, Skalski.
And he gets it down to the 30-yard line. Clock drips down to near 2 minutes.
Gain of 4, 2nd and 6.
2nd down and 6 to go for the Mandan Braves. Sheldon, play clock down to 11. Now he snaps it, hands off. Skalski cuts back inside. Skalski out near the 35.
21 Skalski.
Spot him at the 34-yard line. So that'll bring up a 3rd down and 2.
Tackle made by 56, Deutsch.
Deutsch on the stop there. Sheldon not in any hurry here as the play clock at 20. The game clock now at 1:14. It appears the Mandan Braves are going to start the season 1-0. Handoff, Doug Sheldon. And I believe he's going to have the first down, and he does. And that's going to do it, as now Sheldon can just take a couple of knees, and the Mandan Braves are going to win this one here tonight. And they are going to knock off the Fargo Shanley Deacons by a score of 41-28. Todd Domres will make his way down. Now Sheldon snaps it, takes a knee. And he does not need to take one more, as the play clock's at 36, the game clock's at 25, and the Mandan Braves are going to win this one here tonight to open the 2024 high school football season with a big victory over the Fargo Shanley by a score of 41-28 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Both teams meet at center field, and there is your final horn right there. 41-28, Mandan wins it at the Starion Sports Complex here tonight. We'll take a timeout, and when we come back, we'll have our planning team financial advisors, Shots Crossroads postgame report after this timeout on the PSP Network.
To you by
PSP Network. It's game day.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of Finrun SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
How would you like to turn this into this? With Shots Crossroads Fuel to Food Reward Program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a fuel tracker card from any of our C-store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the fuel tracker card to record your gallons. Once you reach 1,000 gallons, you'll be eligible for a $10 gift card to Shots Crossroads Restaurant. Start earning your rewards today at Shots Crossroads.
Welcome back to our Planning Team Financial Advisor Shots Crossroads postgame report, as the Mandan Braves win this one by a score of 41-28 over the Fargo Shanley Deacons, and they start their season 1-0 as Todd Domres has made his way down to the playing field. And we await to try to get a few words with head coach Todd Sheldon. Let's give you up to date on the BNC Bank scoreboard while we await that. As West Fargo Shan, Legacy over West Fargo 28-6. West Fargo Shan defeated Williston 39-12. Bismarck High over North 41-7. And Davies over Century 35-14. On the AA side, Red River over Dickinson 29-12. Watford City picks up their first win of the season. Our new head coach Jim Dooley 32-16. Central Cass and Devils Lake in a good one. 34-27, minute left to go in the fourth there. That's on the AA side of things as, again, the Mandan Braves came out tonight. Probably not, well, certainly not probably, certainly not the cleanest game that they have played, but they were victorious by a score of 41-28 here tonight on our BNC Bank scoreboard. I'd like to welcome you inside the Planning Team Financial Advisor Shots Crossroads post-game report. Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisor here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. Visit us online at planningteam.com. And Shots Crossroads get filled up on their delicious menu that includes the famous number 99. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. Team buses are always welcome as the Mandan Braves have broken their huddle, and I believe right now Todd Domres is down on the field, and he's got the head coach, Todd Sheldon. TD, take it away.
All right, thanks a lot, Scott. Coach, hey, happy birthday, I guess.
Thank you very much.
Like 49?
About that,
yeah, exactly. I mean, a lot of positives, right? I mean, it's an opening game. There's going to be some things that go bad, but you guys persevered.
Yeah, we're just talking about Mandan grit and just stick around, and we'll win a few games.
And, hey, you got the running game going, the O-line. I mean, they had some holes to run through, and obviously you got a kid back there that can make some plays in Hudson Sheldon.
Yeah. You know, the dynamic athleticism combined with some kids who just are, they're ready to grunt work. They're ready to work in the trenches. They're going to show up every day and do what they're asked to do.
I mean, talk about your defense. 3 takeaways, couple interceptions, fumble forced. I mean, they're a hard team to defend.
Yeah, they do a lot of really complementary things. So all those screens have something off of them and having to play them safe. So our mental ability on defense to do what we were coached to do, excellent tonight. We didn't really give up any ugly plays.
Nice thing to get a win and build on it, but there's also some things to clean up, I'm sure, in practice this week.
There's a lot of things to clean up. I'll feel good about it now, and I'll watch the film, and I'll think, good God, we're never going to win another game. So it's kind of how it rolls out.
Congratulations, Coach. Looking forward to covering the rest of the year.
Thank you.
All right, that's head coach Todd Sheldon. And, hey, Hudson, I mean, I'll just say weapons. You got weapons kind of all around you. You got the running game going tonight, and man, you are dissecting the defense. But it's fun as a quarterback to know that you got all kinds of guys that can make plays out there, I'm sure.
Yeah, for sure. You know, it's a little sophomore Lee. We call him Buzz Aldrin. He stepped up big tonight. Obviously, Skalski's always going to run hard. He was batting so he needed some mustard, cramping up a little bit. And, you know, Jensen and Tristan, they understand the system. They know what to do, when I'm in trouble, scrambling around, or they just know what to do just no matter what's going on.
Okay, so take us through some of those scrambles. I mean, you're running around back there, and I want to know what's going through your mind, right, when you're like, zip, boop. I know you're faster than all those linemen trying to chase you, but what are you thinking when you're doing that?
Just keep the eyes down the field and just trying to let anybody touch you. That's what it's like to, it's a good thing when, I see the blockers lining back up for me to go back the other way, because they're not giving up on the play, and that's something that linemen just, that not all of them do, and I'm blessed with a great O-line that does that for me, and it's a lot of fun for sure.
Well, and you account for 5 touchdowns tonight, throwing it, 1 more rushing, and I guess what did you guys see that allowed you to maybe capitalize on so many big plays tonight?
Just learning from the guys in the booth. Obviously week 1 we don't have film on them really. We don't know who's going to be out there for their starting lineups. We don't know their corners. We don't know any of that stuff. So it's kind of just kind of feel it out at first, and then we got great guys in the booth that they see everything, and they're good at relaying it down to Unk, and it works out well.
And you're breaking in pretty much a brand new O-line tonight. Talk about what they did, because there were some lanes for you guys to run through on many occasions.
Yeah, I say they're young, but they're just juniors. They're not young anymore, but they've been working through a lot of stuff this year. Obviously a lot of them are just getting to know the system, and I think they're working on being more and more physical each day, and we control the line of scrimmage. Good things will happen.
Great game tonight, Hudson.
Thank you.
That's a big opening night win there for the Mandan Braves, and that young man, Hudson Sheldon, had his fingerprints all over this one. Back up to you guys.
Boy, he certainly did. Todd Domres as a very happy Mandan Braves football team tonight, and they should be as they come in here and they knock off Fargo Shanley by a score of 41-28 here tonight. As our planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroads postgame report rolls on with more after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Brought to you by PSP Network. It's game day.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FinRun SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
How would you like to turn this into this? With Shots Crossroads Fuel to Food Reward Program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a fuel tracker card from any of our C-store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the fuel tracker card to record your gallons. Once you reach 1,000 gallons, you'll be eligible for a $10 gift card to Shots Crossroads Restaurant. Start earning your rewards today at Shots Crossroads.
Brought to you by
Welcome back to the Starion Sports Complex and our planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroads postgame report. This one has gone final. Mandan wins it 41-28. For a look at the final individual and team numbers, here's TD.
All right, thanks a lot, Scott. First off, for the Shanley Deacons tonight, one rush in the second half, but, man, they chucked it up. They threw it a few times tonight, partner. 53 passes attempted tonight for Shanley, 33 of those coming in the second half. They throw it for 334 yards, 338 yards of total offense for Shanley tonight, just 4 yards rushing on the night. Mandan rushes it 35 times for 229 yards. Sheldon 277 through the air. Mandan just about hits the 500-yard mark tonight with 496. Mandan outgains Shanley 496-338. Individual leaders, it looks like this. First off for Shanley, not much going on rushing. Throwing the football tonight, Carson Busick, 8 of 18 throwing the football. He had 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions, and Jax Mattern came alive in that second half. He finishes the night 21 for 35 for 260 yards, and he throws 2 touchdowns, and the receiving was all over the place. 9 guys caught passes tonight. Jake Kraft has 8 receptions for 56 yards. Ajayo has 7 catches for 62 yards. Zabel, 59 yards receiving tonight, and a lot of receiving touchdowns in there as well. As Ajayo has 1, Kai Zabel has 1, Holcraft has 1, and yeah, just a lot going on. Shanley punted it 3 times tonight, and they turned it over 3 times. 1 fumble, and they were picked off twice. Mandan was cleaner in the turnover game. They didn't turn the football over at all tonight, but they punted it 4 times, and they were penalized 19 times in the game tonight. But, man, they overcame it by rushing the football. Sheldon has 81 yards rushing and a touchdown. Skalski has 73 yards on 11 carries. Sheldon has 2 carries for 17 yards. Cooper Anderson had a couple yards. Trevino ran the football. Lee Aldrin, the sophomore, comes in and has a spark with 12 carries for 59 yards. Sheldon was just a big play machine. He only completes 12 passes tonight, but 5 of them were for touchdowns, and 277 yards passing tonight for the senior Hudson Sheldon. He'll be an all-stater. As Jensen Schultz catches 3 of those TDs amongst his 7 grabs for 164 yards, and Tristan Ulmer, all 3 of his catches in 90 yards and 2 touchdowns in the first half. So there's your numbers. Mandan moves to 1-0 in the season.
Well, TD, a couple more things to do here. It's time to give out our Jobbers Moving and Storage move of the game, brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage, as they focus on the details of the process here and don't lose sight of the big picture. The efficient step-by-step approach to move management keeps everyone on the same page. Locations in Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Find them online at jobberswarehouse.com. Well, TD, I think it's fair to say that that move of the game probably might have also been the dagger of the game right there, was that big play after the touchdown by Fargo Shanley.
Yeah, Shanley closed the third quarter strong. They were down 34-14, scored back-to-back touchdowns. Mattern engineers a couple TD drives, and then with just waning seconds remaining in the third quarter, this move of the game changed the entire complex, as it was a huge play to end the third.
Yeah, there, as you see that, the little hitch and go there, and wham.
That was a dart too, as Hudson Sheldon stood tall in the pocket that time. There's Jensen Schultz got whistled for a 15-yarder for a little excessive celebration there, as he was wheeling it into the end zone. I think high step and doing a little Deion Sanders. Can you hear me now? And so on and so forth. Yeah, big play though in the contest right there.
It certainly was. And then Todd, well, this one's going to be a tough one, isn't it? It's time for our Sport Clips MVP of the game. Sport Clips bringing you the MVP of this matchup. Sport Clips is the home of the MVP haircut experience. Nothing comes close to making you feel like an MVP, quite like the MVP experience at Sport Clips. And that Sport Clips game MVP is, Todd?
Yeah. I'm not even going to sugarcoat this one. There was maybe some other guys that were in contention, but this one was decided early. Hudson Sheldon throws it for 5 touchdowns tonight, rushes it for 81 yards. He accounts for almost 400 yards of offense tonight, and even comes in and did some spot duty on the defensive side, and this was a nice play. I mean, the backside post to Tristan Ulmer in that first half was nice, and that got Mandan going. And Sheldon puts up 6 TDs tonight. That's an easy Sport Clips MVP.
Well, let's give them the rights that they deserve. See, first day, you're going to make some mistakes. Well, that's going to do it. As Todd, a fun one tonight. Fun way to open the season.
Yeah, I mean, between the two teams, we were up over 800 yards of offense, and it was long, but it was fun.
It certainly was. Take a look real quick at our upcoming PSP schedule next week. Tuesday, Legacy and Fargo North in West Region in soccer. And then we'll have a doubleheader for you next Friday. It'll be West Fargo Shan up in the Magic City, take on Minot, and Fargo North versus Legacy in the capital city. Well, we want to thank all of our sponsors here tonight, BNC National Bank, also the Valvoline and Oil Change, Ryan Family Dealership, Serve Pro, Minot State, Roger Ward, UPS Store, Planet Pizza, Press Rich Orthodontics, THP Photography, Northern Plains Heating and Air, Shields, Magic Towing, also Planning Team Financial Advisors, Sport Clips, and Jobbers Moving and Storage. Big thanks goes out to Johnny Haugen, Brent Borkus, running the cameras for you tonight from Starion Sports Complex. Repeating our final score here tonight on our BNC Bank scoreboard, it's Mandan 41, Fargo Shanley 28. Until next time, Scott Woodmansee saying so long from the Starion Sports Complex.
Brought to you by PSP Network. It's game day.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of Finrun Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
How would you like to turn this into this? With Shaw's Crossroads Fuel to Food Reward Program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a fuel tracker card from any of our C-store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the fuel tracker card to record your gallons. Once you reach 1,000 gallons, you'll be eligible for a $10 gift card